Are we up?
Hang on, are we only going on Twitch? Hang on. I need to check if we're going on not just Twitch.
The joys of Restream.
Just
Which we may be abandoning very quickly, by the way. Hello, everyone.
Probably, yeah. Hello. Live now, yeah, we're
it's live.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Gamers log, stardate 74052.9. We have been tasked with doing a creative... I was reading it.
Sorry. Hang on.
We are tasked with doing a creative intro to this week's crashing. Hopefully this qualifies. Hello, Counter Saturn. Hello, Tip. And welcome back to a D20 Live craft check. And if you need a creative opening... Oh, well, it's Gen Con goddamn weekend. And like all true tabletop masters, I did not pay enough attention to it. But can you blame me? They had 3 fucking streams going on the entire weekend. The Ennies went off during that time. And they had...
and we had a week off.
And we were having a week off during that time. I literally got back just in time to start catching a lot of the stuff. Major sales. And some channels, like Paizo, were just streaming on their own the entire weekend. So if I more than likely missed something, and I will be probably spending the next few weeks trying to keep track of everything that got announced, but the big thing I would like to discuss is the Ennies, only because it's easy to categorize, not because I respect the Ennies in any meaningful way. And as for those of you asking, did I have a good week off? Well, I was with a beautiful woman building a giant robot that perplexed me playing Persona 5, so I think I did pretty good.
Did you want to show off what we've done so far?
Later. So for those of you who don't know, I'll explain it and you can research it for those of you who are starting, because we're just starting and there's only a few people here right now. Hello, Geki. I got my hands on the real grade Unicorn Gundam. This has been a critically praised Gunpla model. With good reason. Counterpoint though, if you know the Unicorn Gundam, you know that the fucker transforms. It doesn't transform like a fucking Wave Rider, big pieces or anything like that. No, this motherfucker...
has parts.
It grows. It expands, and there are twice the number of parts in this fucking Gundam than I have ever seen ever in a Gunpla. It is probably the most pieces I've ever had to build ever, and I'm barely through. I'm finished one leg. I have an entire another leg to work on.
He's really upset because I have the real grade new Gundam. And I'm up to the torso.
Yeah, like
and I have both legs, the waist, and the torso.
It's all completely done, and it looks so good. It looks so good. I want to get my own. There's no point, right? There's no point having 2 new Gundams, unless I drastically mod the fucking thing. But it's just be like, that one's Mike's, that one's Sam's. But oh my god, just there's so much detail, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for the engineers, but I should have known what I was getting into. Starfinder Core is getting a Pocket edition the next week. Yes, but Starfinder's getting giant fucking robots, which means I need to get caught up on Starfinder right fucking now.
Also, Sergeant Speed is here.
Yeah, I saw him, Geki. That's Geki.
Yeah, I see.
How's you, Mike and Sam? I'm good. Sam's good. I need to start watching Kamen Rider again.
But yeah, he's really upset because my new Gundam is so much farther away.
So much further along. And it's easier.
I haven't finished the new Gundam yet, because...
But, I did a pose with the legs for your new Gundam. Yeah. I'm like, let's just do a test pose, see how hard I can go. And it's doing so many beautiful dynamic poses. I'll send you a copy of the playtest. Oh, thank you, Tip, yes!
He's just... I love the new Gundam. It's very pretty.
It's so pretty. But I'm not building that today. I'm building the other member, one of the other members of the Holy Trilogy.
Oh. I've changed it now, so okay. You can show it off.
Another member of the Holy Trinity of the Super Robot Wars, the motherfucking Mazinger Z! I'm so happy. And I've been tormenting our social media people to let me, to put pictures up. You're like, oh, make it a big T, since everyone knows you have this thing, Mike.
Oh, Sam, my brother replayed Persona Q1 and just beat it. He lucked into an Aegis build that one-shot the final boss. Oh, wow. Kamen King, hello!
Hello, Kamen Kings.
Hello, Corito.
Just started lunch, so I'll be there in a bit.
I'm continuing building Volfog because I did not finish this time.
We have additional stuff. We have sanding stuff. I got a new pair of clippers. I got a fucking Gundam liner pen. And I don't know where my other markers are.
I don't know where they are, but you packed them away, I think.
Are they on the other side?
They might be over there.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm going to Gundam marker anything today.
The only thing you would Gundam marker is this one.
No, well, because here's the thing. There's sections of the wing, right?
Oh, I see.
Which are all red, and I might want to paint them in gray to give them a mechanical lining, because that's where all the artwork is doing, but that might be the only thing I do. Right?
Yeah, I have Gundober and Gunglue finished.
Yeah, I'm going to middle the Mazinger, so I can't wait to get fucking started. So, okay. Oh, this is going to be simple. Okay, I need the E-plate.
So, we've been busy.
Yeah.
Just saying, I miss you guys so much. Aw, thank you, Comic King. We were very distant away from everybody else.
Yeah.
It was a very nice time to be away from everyone.
Yeah. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering, who ask me all the time, hey Mike, have you seen? I have seen the first 2 episodes of Transformers Siege. Oh, I have feelings.
In other news, I fell down the Ultraman rabbit hole again, flipping between 3 shows at once, not counting the one.
Oh, Jesus, Geki, you're a machine.
That's currently airing. Overwatch on standby. Hi, Jack.
Okay. Got my knife, got my thing. I'm gonna get. I have now 2 sets of snippers. My shitty set of snippers, which is all old and tweaky. And my new pair.
Let's go over Gunglue. I finished this one.
And my new pair of these are the entry-level nippers for Gunpla builders, and holy fuck are they the nicest goddamn things.
They are very nice.
Figuring out how the fuck to get Artificer to work properly with Pathfinder. Also, this is an 18+ stream YouTube, of course. As always, this is an 18+ stream for D20 Live. So fuck. I have fucked a woman. Might be her. Who knows?
I'd hope it'd be me. But yeah, like his nippers are actually really nice. I'm trying to figure out how to sharpen mine, because mine are still really nice because they're the actual they're a Tamiya set.
Yeah.
And they are very nice, but the thing is that I have been using them for over a year now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out how to sharpen them. So that may be a thing I have to figure out some point.
So that like the Uncle Roger guy. Okay,
Uncle Roger.
Oh, here we go. You can say it because you're Chinese.
I am Chinese.
Well, you're not Chinese.
Roger. I'm part Chinese.
Yeah.
I can say it. I can do a Chinese accent.
Oh, there's the cockpit for the Mazinger. Okay, is that it? A12? A12? Yeah, okay, cool. So I need this plate open.
I have to flip between multiple shows when I binge in order to avoid burnout or on one show.
That's
fair.
I was kind of burned out on the 79 Mazinger, so sorry, not 79. 79, the original Kamen Rider. So I get you. Look at that. Look at those pieces. Oh, okay. I wonder if I can make those look a little more.
But yeah, there's a guy on YouTube that we've been. Oh, so I posted the pics of my Napoleonic British minis earlier on Discord.
Yeah,
I'm
I
now
saw.
working on Napoleon's allies.
I saw Yinlin. Those looked really good. Good feeling or a bad feeling. Okay. Incoming mech plays test PDF on Discord. Thank you, Tips. I will check that after. But if anyone has any Gen Con stuff they want to discuss here on the last day of Gen Con, and if not a lot of you are here because it is Gen Con, I completely understand. Someone needs to keep abreast of what the fuck is going on in there. It was hilarious because I follow a whole bunch of devs online, right? And they're all complaining like, "Oh, I wish I was there at Gen Con," and no. And wow, this fucking plastic is really hard.
Compared to,
like, it's not as soft as the
as the real grade.
As the real grade.
I thought that's a real grade of the Mazinger.
Oh no, this is a high grade.
Oh, okay. No, because like the high grade and the mini plus are a lot harder plastic.
Yeah.
You might want to use your shittier clippers.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
At the moment, I'm watching the original Ultraman, Ultraman X, Ultraman Orb in between Ultraman Z's weekly episodes.
Whatever works, man. I am playing Persona 5, and I am bound and determined to make God tier Persona. Let's all do a meetup at Gen Con some year. I'm down. I'll go to Gen Con and be kicked out of every event. Oh man. We are the great indie hit of tabletop. Oh man.
At present, watching through the Tangled animated series, some surprisingly good drilling songs in there. Yeah, I went down a giant rabbit hole of Tangled songs from the animated show, and there's one part where it's so well animated, and I'm really upset that like I haven't seen anything more of this show. And I'm just like, do I have to get into Tangled?
You could.
Is that a thing?
No one's gonna stop you.
Well, because I don't want to watch stuff without you. And when I'm at home...
You can watch stuff without me.
His good feelings or bad feelings on Siege. Comic Kings wants to know.
All right, here we go. So here's the thing. Transformers Siege. Very, 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 very well animated. Very well animated. It looks beautiful. But you say a bit on Tangle first, because you were doing a thing.
Oh, I just wanted to...
Say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Very beautiful. Like, very, very beautiful. The story's stupid. It's stupid, and it didn't need to be stupid, and it's clear they're ripping off the IDW comics with a fraction of the time. And it's stupid. It's so stupid. And the voice acting's not great, because everyone... You might have heard the complaint, everyone's like really gravelly and all that stuff, which is true. But they went for like, this is the thing no one's talking about, apparently. Which is... So what happened was, and I found this out from watching a panel of Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. They were at a convention this year, one of the last conventions we probably had in the U.S. And they said, not only were they not happy that they had gotten replaced for this show, so to everyone who makes the argument, oh, let new actors come in, shut the fuck up. And let the old actors have a break. Shut the fuck up. That's it's called job protection, guys.
They like their job.
it's called job protection. And they're like, yeah, no, it's a sort of an unwritten rule in voice acting that you don't steal another actor's job without kind of handing the baton off. Right?
Can you, like, move it? It's just...
Wiggle it?
Yeah, just wiggle it.
Oh, my.
It's just stuck, that's all. Okay. It doesn't need to come out. It just needs to move side to side, if that makes sense.
And it's clear they went for non-union actors, and you can kind of... And now I'm starting to learn to tell, especially with this show, because a lot
Going to a con to get kicked out, I like your commitment, Mike.
What?
Going to a con to get kicked out, I like your commitment, Mike.
And it's just... It's trying too hard to be way more serious with the Gundam... with a Transformer show than a Transformer show should be. And it's like, we gotta be... Because, like, it starts off with Bumblebee treating Wheeljack like shit, because Bumblebee's not an Autobot at this point. Because instead of doing the usual Bumblebee, oh, I worship the ground Optimus Prime walks on, I want to be a great hero thing, they're just like, no, Bumblebee's a scout, he's a survivor, no one's really giving him the time of day kind of thing, right? Which is fine. But he acts like such an asshole to Wheeljack in the intro. And you start off with Jetfire. For those of you who know, Jetfire, who don't know, Jetfire is that big white robot in the original show. It was called Skyfire, but in the toy he was Jetfire, and he was a Macross mold, and all of that. Leading the sweepers, which makes sense. And here's the thing. It's not Jetfire, and Jetfire is constantly being put down on by Starscream.
Because, it's Starscream.
It's Starscream, and there's no cure. And it steadily goes downhill to anything that would even be a competent narrative for a show that would have... I can't move it.
It's fine.
That would have kids watch it in any capacity, or just to have fun, And it's like, it made me want to go check out Cyberverse and Transformers Animated.
I am malicious, mean, and scary. My steer could curdle dairy and violence wise. My hands are not the cleanest.
But yeah, it's this, you'll, because it starts, okay, so let's break it down. The plot is, it's the end of the war on Cybertron, when Megatron and Optimus are looking for their options. Now,
this is an empty plate. Why did I put it back?
Oh, you might have been wanting to double check. Now, for those of you who know, sometimes when this narrative crops up, because we're retelling G1 over and over and over and fucking over again, there's usually two ways they do this. Why? Because it's always the Autobots that decide to leave. Now, one of the ways is the original story is Optimus decides to leave to gather enough Energon to take back Cybertron. Another is Optimus is leaving because he's just given up Cybertron and he wants to save as many lives as possible and he doesn't want to have a war. Those are the two ways that usually gets spun. Now, here's the thing. The Ark is built. We see the Ark has been built, the plan is in place. But Optimus doesn't talk about leaving for either of those reasons. He just talks about leaving to win. Not for any reason, but to win. So we're trying to spin this whole narrative of, is Optimus just as bad as Megatron? I haven't read the IDW comics. Okay? So I don't have all of the insight. And I know they've done that question in the comics. But as I've understood it, they asked that question well. As I understand it, by saying, look, yes, Optimus is a hero, but he hasn't always made the right choices because of this, this, and this. I don't agree with that, personally. I'm a huge Optimus fan. I'm like, no, let Optimus be a good guy, and let the burdens of war be the thing that weighs him down. Like, he's tired of being the icon, and there's a man in there, or a person, for lack of a better term.
It's just a feeling.
You know, it's just like, just do it that way, and it's just, the only reason why he keeps coming back is he's the one guy who can take Megatron down, and Megatron's obsessed with him. But that's just how I like that story, because I like the idea, if you're going to have a person be a hero in a war story, make him a reluctant one. Or, hey, Captain America.
Be unhero.
Right? So, but they don't do that. They just have Optimus going, you need to trust me. Because I know the only way...
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing, and I know the only way to win this war. And I know the way to win this war. Except he makes a lot of mistakes in the first 2 fucking episodes that I watched. And it was, yes, Ultra Magnus gets his ass kidnapped. Hello, Otaku Cat.
No, he surrenders.
And then gets his ass kidnapped. He surrenders because his idea is, I'm good. Megatron has made offered a peace treaty. We don't know what this peace treaty says. At all.
We know that it's a peace treaty.
There's a peace treaty from Megatron, but Optimus will not take it. Now, you would think if Optimus is so vehemently against a peace treaty, there's something fucky in the peace treaty, right?
Right.
Because it's like, wow, what would it be? Well, maybe anyone who... I'm just power ranting and everyone's coming in now. And would there be something really reprehensible in it? But you don't see it. It's the Civil War problem. For those of you who are Linkara fans, and I know a lot of you are. Of, okay, what's in the peace treaty that's so bad? We won't take it, though. That's cool. What's in the peace treaty that's so bad that people are kind of divisive about? Let's see why Optimus wouldn't trust Megatron. No answer. So, Ultra Magnus goes, I want to talk about the peace treaty. Megatron shoves his ass into prison and immediately plans the murder of all of the Autobots. So we're like, okay, Megatron's not in this for peace anymore. We're not doing this nuanced thing that we started. No, he's just murdering all the Autobots and turning them into Decepticons, effectively.
Reprogramming them,
right? Which is a Megatron scheme, fine. But then why don't you just start that way? And it gets so stupid and convoluted in the 2 episodes I've watched. I know I gotta watch the rest. And it got, like, I was rewriting it in my head as I was doing it.
Civil War done beater in film form.
Yeah. And there's, like, and I'm not gonna do the thing where a lot of people would have, you need more Transformers, that shit. Because it's obvious, when you're sieging a Transformer show, you have budgetary limitations. So I'm not doing that. But there's ways, like, this entire thing could have been showing how Jetfire becomes an Autobot, how he's the last honorable Decepticon. It's just... Oh, Shadowchrome, your 3D prints are coming in good? Lovely. But yeah, no, I'm not happy with it. I know, and it's weird because Evangelist was singing its praises, and I respect his opinion a great deal because I like him. But he's wrong.
He's a good guy.
But he's wrong. He's so wrong. It's like, do you not like grim stories? I'm like, no, it's not fun. It's okay if you don't want a funny Transformer story and you don't want it to be too kiddie, but it has to be fun.
They should really have a Jetfire story. Also, Mike Sam Dobby is a free elf, really?
Someone reads our comic. Well, your comic.
Can I ask questions? But we'll warn that there's maybe some spoilers. Who's been watching Cyberverse?
It's
John.
I'm only 2 episodes in, so I would ask not to, because I kind of want to go into this.
So they're J.J. Abrams-ing it?
Yeah. Well, I don't... for Star Wars? Well, I don't completely hate what J.J. Abrams did for Star Wars. I feel like there's a really competent film.
For Transformers.
Well, you're talking about Michael Bay, then.
Grim stories make me mad and depressed.
Yeah, there's no need. Like... I keep saying this. We live in the year where you could get away with having a psychotic tyrant be in a major position of power and influence, and everyone would get it narratively. And we're not exploiting that creatively. Which is why I have so many issues with storytelling right now. It's like, no one would believe that there's a mad tyrant in control. How would that even happen?
Getting food and drinks real quick. It's a general Megatron question. I'll ask another time if it just confused me a bit. We've only seen the first 2 episodes.
But if it's a general Megatron question, go ahead. Like, Grimdark works if you do it right. And I think the only reason why people like Warhammer 40k as a Grimdark setting is because it boomerangs right back around and becomes awesome again. And you're just like, yeah, we live in this grimmest, darkest timeline, but also, fucking hell, did you see Jerry's bolt gun? Who gives a shit, right? Get your jollies where you can. That's my theory, anyway. But, you know, it could have been Jetfire's story, as our good friend Byron says, and it would have worked. It would have worked just fine. No fuss.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Wee woo, wee woo. Oh, right. There's a part that's roaming around inside the box. I have to find that at some point. Are we streaming on Tuesday and Thursday? Yes.
Yeah, this week, yeah.
Mad Tyrant is cool. Are we sure it is in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah. Not to put too fine a point on American politics, but, like, we have narrative examples now. Like, I get it.
It's not just Trump.
I know.
There's also, you know, what's his name? From, huh?
Putin? Mao?
Mao.
Or whoever the hell's in control of Trump.
In China?
In China?
The guy who looks like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either.
I don't follow politics well enough, unfortunately.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna go back to doing Tuesday and Thursday.
Comic Kings, you always complain during the Tuesday and Thursday streams, though. Like, Mike, don't be so kissy with Sam. That's my relationship. Also, there's a good chance...
Here goes, won't saying where it was revealed. It deals with the matrix of leadership. If that's too much, I won't ask. I just feel you're best to ask.
Yeah, go ahead, John. Just you can ask me. I haven't seen to the episode where the matrix comes up in the show, so...
The ones that make me mad are the ones where the folks go around, the protag don't even remotely act human in regards to seeing protag suffer.
Oh, like Fate? Because I hate Fate Stay Night's narrative. Because all it is making Miyashiro be punished for nothing. You're punished because you're a good guy, and you don't want to do bad things. That's not evil, you jackasses. No, Miyashiro, you're the real evil asshole, not me who wants to bring an angry god into the world. You, because this is a metaphor for abortion. Could it not be?
Yeah, why does Megatron have one, then?
Does he in the show?
In the show? Wait.
Megatron has a Matrix in the show? Okay.
What? Okay, that's not supposed to happen!
That can't happen. That literally cannot happen. That does not make sense.
That's not supposed to happen.
How did he get one? Which
did he steal it?
Did he steal? Okay. What? Wait, what?
Megatron had an abortion?
No.
A Matrix of
Fate Stay Night. If you go to the Heaven's Feel storyline, the entire ending of Heaven's Feel is a ham-fisted metaphor about abortion, and it's stupid. It's like you have no right to abort this thing. It has no choice yet.
He says he can't say more then.
Okay.
He has a Matrix of Leadership.
It might not be the Matrix of Leadership, because if they're doing the 13 Primes, it might be like Liege Maximo or somebody.
That's not...
Or an Anti-Matrix, which still doesn't really jive, because Megatron's always a conqueror and shit.
Because even Prime has no clue why. Okay, how is that possible?
Like, which, is it the Matrix of Leadership, which is the spark
Is it...
Or is it just Liege Maximo's spark, or Megatronus Prime's spark? You know, like...
Oh, I forgot to put a...
Because there are not good Transformers, right? From the 13, that he could have found the sparks of them, and jammed them into a Matrix and said, I'm going to make my own Matrix that likes evil.
with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah. Right? Because that sounds like a thing Megatron would do. He's like...
I mean, does he have one, or does he have one?
I guess now I really have to watch Siege. And if I'll watch and I'll tell you my answer. I'll try to watch it this week and finish it. There's only like 8 episodes. If I can finish BNA in 3 days, this shouldn't be a problem. But then again, I was enjoying BNA.
You were enjoying BNA, and on top of that, you had to get it done for the show. And on top of that, I wasn't here, so you just finished it.
Yeah.
That's what confused me. The show didn't say when it was used. Damn cliffhanger. So dyslexic characters sheets have been finally released. Pathfinder 2nd character sheets.
It includes a page for doing an in-character thesis page for wizards. You could have just had it around his neck like the movie. I have to see. Because if he's got a Matrix in his chest, whose is it? Because I don't know. I gotta see now.
You gotta see now?
I gotta see now. That's a twist enough to get me to keep going, unfortunately.
Or is it the dead Matrix from that one version of
Nemesis Prime. I was gonna say, I was gonna say it's like either the Dead Matrix or the Dark. Sometimes it's called the Dead Matrix or the Dark Matrix, where Unicron found a parallel world Prime and converted him into a Nemesis Prime, and made it a Dead Matrix, Matrix of Entropy, which would make sense if he got one, and that'd be a hell of a thing, right? But I've always liked the idea that Megatron doesn't like kneeling to anyone that isn't himself in a mirror.
I'm sick of all this edgelord crap that is presented in mature storytelling when a lot of it just feels like child's understanding of maturity.
It is. You're not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong. There's this... It's a ham-fisted attempt at morality.
Overall, it's been very good as I learned a ton of lore, history, and why certain Autobots, Decepticons, and more exist but have some goals. Also, Windblade is awesome.
Yeah, because that's Windblade. Because if you fuck up Windblade, the entire fandom gets pissed.
Because, you can't have bad Windblade. That's why she's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Transformers has a multiverse.
Oh, yeah.
Was Megatronus the Satan-looking Prime... Loki-looking Prime, sorry.
No, that is Liege Maximo you're thinking of. If he's green, that's Liege Maximo. Megatronus is typically black or purple or red.
Megatron having a Matrix sounds like them trying to retcon Beast Machines into canon.
Please don't. Although Beast Machines is technically, and I hate to say it, technically the canon ending to G1.
Oh shit, okay, this isn't a spoiler, but at the start of the recent season where you see about a few episodes, they note multiverse.
John, are you watching Siege or are you watching Cyberverse?
Cyberverse.
Oh, he's watching Cyberverse.
Yeah, I said Cyberverse.
Oh, my mistake. Yeah, okay. I've heard Cyberverse is actually... I've heard Cyberverse is dealing with the multiverse and it's actually good. And if they're dealing with the multiverse, then yes, Megatron would have been able to have found a Matrix. Because there's more than one of them out there. Sorry, I'm just really busy sanding because it's a very reflective piece of glass. It's kind of neat to see it buff out into a proper thing. So please, ask your questions, as always.
Well, to be fair, who's the... Megatron has a... Haha. Okay. Oh, I got it to move, finally.
There you go.
It only took it having to be inside of the thing in order for it to move, but I got it to move. Here is Tiny Wolfhawk head. Oh man, more parts. Hang on.
I'm trying to polish Code Fred nicely. How many people know how that's what it's called?
Would you believe I decided to take this latest run into Dark Souls seriously as to how to plan it out?
Yeah.
Teletoon Canada has only just caught up to the US airings, so I was a bit behind too in those terms, but I am just about caught up. Missed a few episodes due to being in the hospital at the time.
Yeah. John, I think you can watch them on YouTube.
Also, I wanted to elaborate that what I meant by saying the JJing it, the peace treaty is a mysterious box with plans to ever give a definite answer. But nothing too bad, I didn't want to piece Cyberverse together to enjoy. My Brother's Mutants Masterminds book comes in next week, and then I will have to help him come up with the quirks for his MHA and figure out how to stat them.
I'm glad everyone's going to Masterminds to make a Boku game, My Hero Academia game. I'm amazed they haven't talked about that on Twitter. Just like, hey, you want to make a My Hero Academia game? Here we are. Everything that's in this show you can make.
I know anything I missed have seen on YouTube too. Windblade is very sweet. I like her a lot.
You can't fuck up Windblade. Everyone gets really pissed.
She's very sweet.
I mean, for God's sakes, they made a titty version of Windblade and the internet lit itself on fire. As you all well remember. We discussed that shit.
To be fair, the titty version of RC got a lot worse. It got more flack for that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, RC deserves better. And we're like, and Windblade didn't? By the way, the good pseudo-grimdark version of the Transformers is the aligned continuity.
Oh, shit.
Excluding RID 2015.
Yeah, that is. I agree.
If you put all the multiverse Starscreams in a room, who gets stabbed in the back first by who? I may borrow the book from him for a Kamen Rider / Super Sentai / Ultraman game.
Okay, Sam, I need your help. I lost the clear piece.
Oh. Is it there?
Oh, God bless you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It was the hood to code friend. It was a hood to the pilder. Sorry, code friend.
Okay, if you and your brother need help with M&M, be happy to help. What am I getting? The I don't know what you're singing.
The Mazinger theme, because I made this fucking cockpit.
I see.
It's so tiny. It's very 70s and retro.
I don't have to make an MHA character to make a superpowered character in M&M. Whole has a background that works for superhero works. Hi, Rusty!
Hey, Rusty. Good, Rusty. Good to see you doing well, by the way. Alright, let's see here. What am I doing? What's next? I need...
The Chris Lotta Starscream shout that he's the one true Starscream and goes to kill the Steve Bloom one.
Because, like, you know, if you want good Grimdark, you watch Transformers Prime and you play the 2 Cybertron games, and that's it. You're fine. You're done. I have said many a time, that's the closest you should ever get to a true Grimdark Transformers game, and as part of the continuity, and it's fun.
I've got a game over Roll20 tomorrow morning, and so far it's been a fun test campaign from a friend's homebrew mech system. I've got my mech set up purely for Itano Circus bullshittery.
Yeah, I know what that is. Good, you do your Itano Circus. That man deserves it.
Where's my plate?
Also, I feel really bad because, like, let's see, we're good. Sports, because yeah, no, there's a few guys trying to the Macross RPG for some reason is still kicking around. As we've all said, fuck Harmony Gold.
Probably Armada Energon version of Starscream would die first.
Wasn't he like the actually honorable one though?
That might be why he dies first.
Oh yeah, because the other one's tricking.
The other one's assholes.
Am I going down the list? All right, let's see here. There's no Starscream in the original Robots in Disguise. There is the Chris Lotta, the slimiest one.
How is there no Starscream in the original one?
In Robots in Disguise, the original Robots in Disguise, where it was Autobots versus Predacons.
Oh.
There's no Starscream in that.
I see.
At least as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. There is... Okay, there's G1 Starscream, which is the Beast Wars Starscream, which is just the same Starscream. Who's the most whiny of them?
Which Macross RPG?
The newest one. There's like the... Sorry, the Robotech RPG, not Macross. Okay, fuck. Trying to go down the list of Starscreams. G1. There's the Armada Trilogy one, who was actually an honorable guy, which is why he dies first. There's the one from Transformers Animated, which is technically, I think he's the one that, the reason how Slipstream comes about. And how everyone started shipping him in Megatron.
I think I have 2 big Volfogs, because there's one set of legs and there's another set of legs.
I love you.
I think this is...
A couple of Volfog?
There's 2 Volfog, I think.
Yeah, no, there's a new one. Palladium lost the license to Robotech after the miniature debacle those poor people had. I feel bad because I interviewed Kevin Ciambata before like everything went to shit. I was like, oh, I was really jazzed to see it actually turn into something, but you know, time goes on, makes fools of us all, I guess. Now Dave has the most complete collection of all time of Robotech miniatures. I think he's still painting them and building them. Oh fuck! I lost track of Starscreams. Yeah, there's like there's the Energon Trilogy Starscream. There's the G1 Starscream. There's the animated. There's the Robots. There's the current Starscream. So that's really just 3. Oh, and movie Starscream. No, movie Starscream dies to them first. The Bayverse Starscream. Because he's functionally incompetent. Then it's the Armada Trilogy Starscream, who's physically strong, but the other 2 would just be going, oh, we could team up and... Oh, no, I'm thinking of... And there's also the IDW one, who's like a fucking next level supervillain. Like a real totalitarian leader. I don't know who wins. I need a Starscream expert. I feel like the G1 Starscream would last a lot longer than everyone would expect him to. It's just like, but no, I can help you.
Oh yeah, on the Thursday night we ended part 3 of Strange Aeon's Adventure Path. We fought a copy of ourselves. Rusty got polymorphed into a badger, and my clone battle turned into mage tactical warfare. It was pretty wizard.
David K is the true voice of Megatron. Don't at me. He is the true voice of the Beast Wars Megatron, but both he and Frank Welker are the 2 greats of Megatron. Don't at me. And David K is an absolute gentleman.
Don't forget the ones with all
the BotCon stuff. Yeah, which ones are those though? Alright, narrow that shit down for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that I have 2 different pieces.
That seems like a death battle thing. Although death battle really could make a whole thing of which version of a hero. Whoa, that's my arm. Which version of this multiversal character would win, and just be like last one standing. Let's be honest. Wouldn't you like to know which Superman would win a death battle? Although the answer is Superman Prime from the 1 million, from the DC 1 million storyline, because he was stupid powerful. Emphasis on the stupid. He was a son.
Aren't
which was the
all
voice?
Men sons?
No, like the actual planet Earth son, but yes. Which voice actor for Beast Wars Megatron? That's David K. Frank Welker is the voice actor for Megatron in the original show, and conversely, also the voice of Fred in Scooby-Doo.
Which Batman would win, though?
I'm not even getting into that. Ask Linkara on his stream. Tell him I sent you. He'll be streaming a video game sometime this week. You ask him.
Kevin Conroy, says Byron.
That's a fair bet. I don't know. I feel like it's some really broken OP version of Bruce Wayne. There's actually a Batman story that I read that is simultaneously really good, but also, in retrospect, is really fucking depressing.
Let me see. Met him first for a Gundam Wing panel / meet. Then I was in security for the Inuyasha cast. Then years later, just met him friendly for some charity auction work.
I remember.
Which Batman would win? Easy answer. The depressing one. They're all depressing!
Whichever one's most over his parents' death, because he's going to use it to beat the others.
Martha, why would you say that?
So not Ben Affleck's, obviously.
Why would you say that name?
He's going to go down first and be like, because like I could just see, who's the most mentally healthy Batman? That's the one that's going to win. It's not going to come down to levels or attributes, but who's the most psychologically whole? The one from Superman Speeding Bull, who's also Superman. Oh, fair enough.
Maybe the Batman who laughs?
He beat that one. The regular Batman beat that one, though. He had to get Joker's help.
Well, Adam West, he's not depressing.
Oh, that'd be funny. If the Adam West Batman was the last one standing.
Adam West. Adam West.
That'd be funny as hell. It's just like, you know, chum, you really need to talk about your problems. I don't have problems, Martha. He just psychologically goes through the rest because he's the most whole emotionally.
I have great respect for Welker. Anyone who can voice a complex villain woman and turn around to voice a monkey the next.
Oh yeah, Frank Welker is also the voice of Abu the monkey in Disney's Aladdin. I forgot about that. He was their go-to animal guy for a long time. I believe until Alan Tudyk took over.
Tudyk?
Yeah, Tudyk. He's wonderful. We love him.
We love Alan Tudyk. He's the most famous man in Hollywood, and no one knows who the fuck he is. Adam West from the animated movie from a few years ago, and he would be insane. And he dances the Bat-Tusi over the other fallen Batman.
Oh, no, wait, they answered this. They did answer this in the animated series. It's Batman with Terry.
Adam West with shark repellent. Don't mess with the shark repellent.
No, they answered this because it was Terry and Bruce were fighting robot copies of every version of Batman. And they won. They answered this question.
Adam West has run with a bomb like a hot pizza.
Some days you just... I showed you that movie and you still don't like it, which depresses me on several levels. Because I thought it was funny as hell. Okay, this is EI8 and I need C213.
I'm very confused as to which part is 2 and which part is 4. Adam West.
I'll come back when everyone's
Kevin Conroy, hands down, Kevin Conroy.
So,
Yes, the evil clone fight. He got turned into a badger with a baleful polymorph. On my turn, I cast Blacklight, dispelled the polymorph, sneaked my way into my clone, and put down 3 black powder kegs. Next to him, walk away and cast Fireball.
Sounds extensive. Okay, I got one for the chat.
Sounds like something you would do.
It would be something I would do. Here's my problem. I would love to get into a long-term 5e game on a stream somewhere. Not my own. Because I don't want what I'm about to do reflect on the D20 Live brand.
Oh, I will. Have you ever seen the full spoilers for the Double Master set for Magic?
I have not. Are there any slivers in it? The $10 million question I always ask.
So, where, here, and you remember the fuck Batman Ninja?
I remember. We did a bad movie night with several members of the D20 Live team, and we showed them Batman Ninja. That was amazing.
It was a fun night.
Because it turned out most of us had seen it. Only Nicole hadn't seen it.
It has Urzatron instead.
Make Gary Chalk, Peter Cullen, who's the better prime? They're both good primes, and they're both wonderful in their own way. Okay, they both add great nuance to the role.
Oh shit, Batman Ninja, still need to watch that. Oh, it's bad.
Oh, you're gonna have fun. Monkey. Oh, if we're gonna talk about bad movie nights, though, we have to talk about the one we just had.
Oh.
So every Saturday night, Sam and I have bad movie nights with our friends.
And Byron's in it.
Our buddy Byron's in it. And it is the most majestic thing you've ever seen. Because we rip into film so bad. We
watched Gunhead
Okay, let's go through the list of films. We watched Robot Jocks.
Which is weird.
Yeah, which is fun, but weird. Gunhead. Don't watch it.
It's just long.
And lastly, what was the last movie we watched? Oh, Atlantic Rim from Asylum Films. So Robot Jocks is basically G Gundam before G Gundam, and it made Sam so mad that it was made before G Gundam.
Yes.
Because she's like, this is such a ripoff of G Gundam, Mike. And I just looked at her dead in the face, and I said,
Are you sure?
I'm like, check the dates, Sam. Why? Check the dates. She was so certain of it. It's like, no, they ripped off the Japanese, and oh no. Did it come out first, Sam? It did. I've never seen my fiance so broken in my life. Tex-Mexia! I forgot about that.
Tex-Mexia! What?
Okay, so it's basically the idea is the what is now the Allied United States, for lack of a better term, and what is now the Allied version of Russia, are fighting over territories, and they're in these big battle royales, and it's fun.
This is
Robot Jocks, right? It's fun. It's very silly. I recommend watching it if you're a giant robot fan, only if you want to laugh at it, though.
It's pretty much G Gundam.
It's very much proto G Gundam with a weird spy subplot that didn't need to be there, but it's there. If you want to discuss 5e, you could go to the Analyst Entry. Why would you do that to yourself?
Still need to watch G Gundam.
I call they want their bad movies back. Why would you do that to yourself? The next movie we watched was Gunhead, which you would think, I'm going to describe this movie to you, and you'd think, why would you not have fun? It is the most boring fucking movie we have watched in our bad movie nights. We've watched some boring fucking movies.
Like, because the problem is that, like, they don't explain everything, Mike had to go and read a Wikipedia article while we were watching a movie. While we were watching the fucking movie,
and I died laughing.
And we're like, "What? What?" Because okay, Byron, it's like the
first you have opening crawl, right, for this thing, where it explains there's a super element. What do you plan to do in 5e that would reflect bad on the brand? My punch paladin. I'm making a paladin who's basically the bread boys. But all he does is punch things. He calls everyone a nerd for if they're evil. You evil nerd! It's my grim and dark punch paladin who just runs around going, is that a Dracula? You mean a vampire? No, a Dracula. They're all Draculas. I can smell it in the air. It's evil. It leaves a rancid smell, and it does for paladins in 5e. I smell you, Dracula, you nerd! This rotten piece of shit.
Anyway.
Oh, Robot Jocks has sequels. As an evil nerd, I feel attacked. I'm a fucking geek. What do I...
Anyway,
So, the opening crawl explains that there's a super element out there.
In Gunhead.
In Gunhead. Called, and I shit you the fuck not,
Tex-Mexium.
Susie Paladin. No, my paladin's not going to pick on the wizard, because he's not going to call him a nerd. He's going to call him essential. He only picks on evil wizards.
Yeah, the Tex-Mexium, which we had to stop because we just started this movie. We had to stop because Mike could not fathom that there was an element called Tex-Mexium. I have fodder for your movie nights. Check Discord.
I will, Tip. I will. So it's like
Tex what now? Tex-Mexium.
So it's just like they call it Tex-Mexium, and I go, what? Just the angriest, most indignant one of my life. And that was the peak of the whole film for us.
No, it wasn't. There was another part where Tom had guessed what the ending was.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And he was so mad. Because
the evil AI commits suicide out of depression.
Because what happens is that the entirety of Robot Jocks, Mike and I are like calling everything that's happening in the movie. We have never seen this movie. And he goes, have you seen this movie? We're like, we called it. And it's just like... We got so mad. And then he goes, the entirety of Robot Jocks, you guys have been getting this. I get Tex-Mexium and bullshit. What is this?
Anyway, so basically the premise of Gunhead is there was a Terminator-style war, but it had giant robots in it, right?
And it
ended. Before the movie even starts. You get like 5 seconds of it. I'm watching Kandahar. Oh, you don't have to. So... And as they're going, basically the idea is that there's certain silicone components in computers and computer chips that they need that humanity is scavenging. So these guys are just scavengers.
The Tex-Mexium was important.
Was it? Well, it was, because people died for it. Like, this guy loses everyone in his party, hooks up with a hot blonde who's just a colossal asshole. Right?
Thundercunt. That's the word we're looking for.
You can call her that. I can't. Was this Robot Wars Super? No. It was not even good. Or very real.
It just ended. So they're on this island because the island... Did you ever torture Jordan with Kandahar, by the way? Not yet. We will, eventually.
If we get him in a room again.
But basically what happened was that this island is just where all the other robots have gone to die. Well,
no, because that's where the last attack was. Because they were trying to take down their version. Let's call it Skynet, because it's basically Skynet. And Skynet made its own super military Metal Gear-esque robot, because they all look like fucking Metal Gear, to take down the gunheads. Right? And... Oh, there's a mute girl. I forgot about the mute girl. Oh. And there's one surviving gunhead, although it's really badly damaged, and there's a mechanic among them that has to make it work again. Because he's like, oh, we can destroy this thing once and for all. Because it's been being chill for fucking 17 years.
Yeah.
Doing nothing, waiting for the Tex-Mexium to charge. But it lost the Tex-Mexium. And hit it, where even it didn't know where it was. And it sent its own bioroid out to find it, which looks like a fucking fly. And it just says, it was here 17 years ago, and that's the only clue. And it hit it in the voice of a mute girl!
The keyword, not the Tex-Mexium.
Yeah, but it's the keyword to activate the Tex-Mexium. And it's just stupid, and don't watch it. And should we move on to the last film, Sam?
Sure.
Which was The Asylum's Atlantic Rim. Made by the Asylum Studios, specifically to get it out in time.
Before Pacific Rim.
And you could tell that. And we had the most fun with that.
Gundahar, no, I pushed that horror out of my mind. Curls up in avid confusion and slight horror.
Robot Jock's sequels are called Crash and Burn in the 1990 and Robot Wars 1993. Huh.
Byron, we have more movies to get.
Yeah, man. Sally up. So, the idea is there's the usual...
Did the AI commit suicide because it ran out of Tex-Mexium?
Yes. Yes, it did. It did. And because its plans were failed, it decided to self-destruct because...
It was sad.
It was sad. Nothing's going right today. And it's stupid, and don't watch it. Don't watch it. Like, do not watch Gunhead at all. Like, we're having fun recounting it, but at the end of the film, 4 people were watching this film, and 1 guy was laughing his ass off, and that was me. Because I went into a delirium of giggles.
I screamed because I couldn't figure out what the hell happened.
I had to tell you.
I know. I was very confused because I had watched the whole movie, and I'm like, did anything happen in here? Was this at all relatable? What happened?
Do any of the robots in Gunhead have had guns?
No.
It's just a tank. It's just a souped up tank. So, poor Byron's like, we can stop the film, guys. We're like, no, we can do it. We're going to do it.
We're committed now.
It's just me and Tom shitting so hard on this film the whole way through at how bad it is. And poor Byron picked it up. So, but the last one is Atlantic Rim. Atlantic Rim is not... It was an endurance test. Atlantic Rim is an asylum film. God bless it. Did we fall in love with this horrible film? Because it was a bad movie the way we all want a bad movie to be bad. Obvious production gaps. Obvious reuse of rooms multiple times.
Not being in New Orleans, but being in New Orleans.
What else? A man with an eye patch who was very angry about everything. Just going the entire time through the film. Can I? A movie called Navy SEAL versus Demons. You can check out if you want. And just angriest man. And we're watching this, and like the thing is, we're mad.
Threesomes. There was a threesome in it, remember?
Oh, there was a threesome. And all 3 pilots are in this complex Gordian knot of love and sex. And we don't know who's had sex with who.
We're pretty sure.
We're pretty sure the 2 male leads are a gay couple that are breaking up slowly. Because we got to a point where like, oh ho, asylum films, you're being cool.
An admiral gets shot in the next scene. He's fine.
Yeah, his gunshot gets healed. A guy goes up, it's like, help me, soldiers! My daughter's missing. She's 12 years old. And this tall!
No, not this tall. This tall.
This tall! And it's like up to his head and he's standing. We're like, how big's your daughter? Father. So that was an hour.
I apparently came up with the best line of the night, which was when we found the daughter, it was, Father, why did you name me Abby Normal?
Question, a character with an eye patch changes the eye patch, goes in between scenes.
No!
We wanted that to happen,
but it didn't. It was so upsetting.
We joked it in a COVID-19 world. He'd have a face mask and an eye patch on, so you just see this one angry fucking eyeball going to everything. Have you watched movie 43? No, and I don't really plan to. Who here remembers Transmorphers? I remember the name. I have not seen it. But no, we ripped. We just, like, after, the thing is, we had to have gone through Gunhead to get into this film as hard as we did, because we just tore the fuck into it. It was just not merciful at all. We found the weirdest production things to make fun of, like The Office.
Because it was a call center.
They found a fucking call center. And they used it for their command room. And it was just... Oh, we had fun, though. We had good fun.
Oh, I put it in backwards, didn't I? I did. Damn it.
So, does anyone, since we're kind of hitting our normal capacity for a stream like this, has anyone heard any good or interesting news from Gen Con that they'd like to share? As we are done reminiscing about bad movie night. Oh, man. Oh. No. Thanks, Comic Kings. If you... Among Vegas Transmorphers. Also, Mike, glad you know that you like that you know you were giving the bird and piloting the Gundam. I would. It'd be the first thing I do. We know you. We know you. Yeah. If you were in the, if I was in the Gundam, I'd be like, I'm doing it now. I'm flipping off my own fucking fan base, for God's sakes. Giving an example. We've established I like giving the bird to things. Oh. Yeah, it's like if it was Mike, he'd give it a double deuce. I'm like, yeah, no, you guys have me down to a point.
It's great stress relief each Saturday night.
Like if it was Mike, he would flip something off and he'd find something to flip off he didn't like. I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong. How?
I would make the sex finger going in a circle gesture.
Hello.
We all have different things we'd make in the Gundam.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, wow, the volume's really low.
It's Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
What
Can you turn up your microphone, dude?
No, hang on, I got it. It's the TV.
Oh, it's TV?
It's the TV.
Okay.
Remember we put it down low. So
Oh, because I was playing Persona 5, yeah.
Can't turn up my game.
I got it.
Okay,
We got it.
We got it.
We turned you up.
Yay. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Dave.
How you doing, Dave?
Pretty good. Just helped my mom with some errands. Doing LCBO run. Getting some other things.
So are you building anything today, Dave?
Well, I was thinking about making a Halo 5 figure.
Oh.
4 or 5? I'm not entirely sure which one it is, but it's Commander Sarah Palmer of the Spartan Fours.
I'm figuring out settings for my second, third print.
So yeah, I was thinking about that. But yeah, last night I made some really nice cookies for the family.
Cool.
They were vegan cookies, except for the chocolate chips. They were semi-sweet. But it was chocolate chip almond butter cookies.
Okay, that's just chewing up the thing.
And they came out kind of like peanut butter cookies.
Okay.
They were really nice. They were nice and fluffy and enjoyed by all.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Jordan's
made
here.
my s'mores dip.
Last night.
Hey, Jordan, we can't hear you.
Jordan?
Hi, Jordan. How you doing, buddy?
I am great.
Good.
I am just chilling. Have a long weekend off.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go. Oh wait, I don't think I told you guys. I bought a car.
You did?
Yeah. Like a week or two ago. I
Wow.
realized I didn't tell fucking anybody.
You told me, but then...
Yeah, I didn't tell anyone ever. I was like, oh, by the way, I did this thing.
Oh, hey,
So I'm gonna go practice with that. I'm gonna be getting into driving school soon because I gotta figure out how to work the damn thing.
Be good. It would be good.
Yeah.
help him with tips.
Yeah, it's like, don't crash it. I'm like,
I'll
thank you.
I'll have my water bottle and treats ready to go.
Yep. I want to say hi to everyone in chat. Everyone's being super cool and saying hi, so I want to say hi back.
Dave is a good driver. He helped me with my driving test.
That's good. Good.
I also helped our mutual friend by the name of R with his.
R.
Is this?
Oh, this took a minute. That
Yeah.
took a minute.
Yeah, way back when he got his G2 and then he let it expire.
Of course he did.
He had to start over.
Like an asshole.
I let my G2 expire.
No, honey. There's a difference. You stopped driving, period. Right? He just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Never mind. Yeah.
See? Yours was a different circumstance.
Hey, Mike, you and Sam go to Japan still good. I'm just saying now I call dibs on the top half. You don't get it? No, it's ours now.
Yeah, I don't want to out the guy, so I just... The R guy.
The R guy.
Okay, well, whatever.
Oh, Jordan, they're calling you Meowden now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meowden. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Drowden, and now it's Meowden. Because it was stupid for example.
Oh, that reminds me. We got to put up the thing.
Oh yeah, that'll go up after this.
Yeah, so on Patreon, we're going to put up tonight the Enemy North stream footage. Yep. Sam's got to do a quick edit of it, so we put our Patreon backers in there.
Yeah.
And then after that, on Monday, it will go live for everybody. And also, we may be doing a test stream after dinner tonight to see if we can stream out to YouTube and Twitch at the same time through Streamlabs.
Streamlabs has a new thing where it's like, hey, you can multi-stream, and we're like, hey, we need to test that to see if that's okay, because if that's the case, we're gonna get off of Restream.
Like now.
Sure, sounds good.
In addition, Sam, I believe in 2 weeks it's going to be your maid stream.
Yes.
And if all goes well, I will be guesting on Welcome to the Party stream tomorrow.
Who's that?
What?
Who's that?
They're another streaming channel. I've been trying to get into a game with them for a while, but got held up on a couple things.
Okay.
And they're gonna actually stop streaming soon. But I managed to get into a couple of streams before they closed, shuttered their doors as a stream, and yeah, you will probably see an announcement on my Twitter about that. So please come out and support it if you could.
That's cool, I guess. Sounds fun.
Yeah. Okay. So I may have sanded down this piece too much because now the wings just flop down.
So, how have you guys been? What's hip? What's happening?
Did you say what's hip? Definitely not that phrase, that's for sure.
I'm old, okay?
You're younger than Jordan.
No, you are not. Sweet child of someone.
I'm 30. Old. I'm old.
God, shut up.
Shove it.
I love you, but shut up.
Shove it.
I'm 30. My hair is retreating from the front lines that is the top of my head. Shush you.
Yeah, you're not old. You're getting old.
Well, the live-action Gundam movie be a part of the bad movie night. The live-action Gundam movie is just boring. That's the thing. We want bad movies that we can make fun of.
You're not old, Sam. Sam, you don't look a day over 20. Oh, thank you, Jack. It's a lie, but thank you.
Jack, you're already a mod. We can't make you more of a person.
We can't make you more of a person.
You know what we can do? Time him out, quick.
No, leave Jack away.
I can't promote you any more than you've already been promoted.
I'm 27. I too old.
Shut up, career pro. Shut up.
You're all the worst.
Oh, right. I should set this to push to talk. That family doesn't...
So.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to say the thing. So, because I promised my family... that I would tell people this. For the entire month of August, my family has decided that we're going to bring awareness to kidney care because my aunt has she has a failing kidney, unfortunately, and which is part of the reason why she has to go for dialysis every other day. It sucks, but you know. So we decided that in order to bring awareness to kidney care, we're doing this fundraiser, where either you can donate or you can help promote the fact that we're doing 100 kilometers for the entire month of August.
Yeah, I'm along for that ride.
I love you.
Me too.
Are you running? Are you biking? Like, what are you doing?
No, walking.
Just gotta travel that distance without, a car.
So,
okay, yeah.
But yeah, the idea is that we're trying to just bring awareness to kidney care. So I wanted to tell everybody that if you want to help either spread the word or donate, I have the Facebook thing. Just message me on Discord. I'll give you the link to it because it's on Facebook, unfortunately. So
Really quick, easy kidney care tip: drink more water.
Yeah.
Flush that bad boy out. Drink more water. It's also how you prevent kidney stones, which is the worst.
Yep.
I've never had kidney stones.
It's you eventually have to pass it through your urethra, or you have to perform a surgery, and it's like peeing a fragment of a marble.
Okay.
As someone who
Like
has
a
family
jagged
member with
piece
kidney
of
problems,
rice.
I know where you're coming from, Sam. Aw, yeah. Also, drink
Yeah.
more cranberry juice.
Yep.
You
Drink
have
more
to get
liquids
the
in
one
general.
without sugar though, because unfortunately, you can drink cranberry juice, but the problem is that like most people who have kidney problems also have diabetes, so you have to get ones without sugar.
Yeah. Well, more liquids in general are a good idea.
Yeah.
Who here debated the difference between the Commodore 64 versus the Atari 8-bit when they were both still in production? Wasn't alive then, but okay. Oh, Tip is weighing in with his age. I'm sorry, Tip. Made you feel old.
There is an option, yes. Another good kidney tip is to just replace them with cybernetics. However, that's very expensive and not real. So
Well, actually, no. They do have bionic kidneys.
gross.
Like they're not real kidneys, but they work just the same, and you can actually get them instead of like physical kidneys.
Yeah, but don't you have to switch out the filter every once in a while?
Yes, it does suck.
That's gross. I was joking. Ew.
Basically what happened was that it's like there's a patch on the back of your back that you have to basically like have somebody help you replace the filter.
Fucking hard pass. Drink water. Drink water. Hard pass. That's awful.
So, but yeah, my entire family, unfortunately, we have a family history of diabetes, unfortunately, in the family, which sucks.
Yeah. I do too. I hear that.
So
A20.
we're trying to make sure that, because the thing is, we already have 2 family members that have diabetes, and unfortunately, we're just trying to help the rest of my family not do that. So converting kilometers into miles, that would be about 63 miles. Yes. That would be about 63 miles. We're going to be walking that the entire month. Not every day. It's for the whole month. We're walking that. So we've determined that if we walk about 3.3 kilometers a day, which is about 30 minutes, then, yeah. I have diabetes. Do not recommend. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, for me, my doctor...
drink water or have someone help you replace your piss filter in your back.
For me, my doctor said it's okay to get a new product of late. It's called Mio, has no sugar, but flavors the water, so it helps. There are now various other brands like it.
I had a bad experience with Mio.
Yeah, don't drink it straight, you psycho.
Shut up!
So it'd be like a straight
I was
into,
really
like,
thirsty! Shut up!
And now you can't taste color blue very well.
Why? Why did I start to rewatch Kandahar? Those weird-ass looking birds irk me. Rusty, stop!
That's his choice.
Don't ruin yourself!
Yeah, it's his
You
choice.
did it because
Grown
you're a
boy.
masochist. You knew what you were doing.
If you grew up with either C64, Atari, 8-bit, or Apple II as your gateway to computing, then you can complain about feeling old. I actually did, because my dad owned an Apple II. Because, he refused to get to the rest of the Windows stuff. It sucked.
Don't gateway my aging.
But yeah, he did.
Gatekeep.
Whatever. I'm old.
He taught me how to do programming on an Apple II, and I forgot about it because I was 10. So
I am hanging on by my fingernails trying to learn as much new slang as possible. But just when I get the hang of it, they make up new shit and I don't get it, and I'm trying so hard.
Don't portcullis my gaming, you young...
Don't portcullis me!
Don't portcullis me!
I just realized I put it on push to talk, and I've been talking this whole time. And
I
I thought you were all ignoring me.
No! When have we ever ignored you?
Oh, this is a self-own right there. Self-high five.
Yeah.
That's correct.
You're my hero,
What I
Dave.
was doing.
Always been my hero. He does know what he's doing. He's a masochist.
For the first
Don't
time I was in
enable him.
England, we bought Kool-Aid, but I didn't know you had to dilute it with water. Oh no.
Oh Lord,
So you just ate
But yeah.
powder?
it's delicious.
I had
And now
an
my eye
Atari
won't stop
800 is
clicking.
mine. I still have the machine on my floor. Oh my god!
Leave it on the floor. That's where it
Sega Genesis
belongs.
controllers work with that thing too. Actually, I was amazed to learn.
This is starting to feel like an episode of Steins Gate with the looking for the computer.
It's an IBM.
But yeah, I was there for Mike having his Mio experience. It may have been a bad day for him, but I was having a great day when that happened.
So I was working in EB at the time. And if you need to know what EB was like working, you've never known depression until you worked in an EB at 7 o'clock at night when there is no one in it, and you hunger for human contact. And then an
Especially
asshole
in
walks in and you
human
realize why you
contact.
don't.
Yeah.
But it was
people that's trying to die.
so. And Dave comes in with his Mio. No, Dave comes in and we were talking for like 30 minutes because I wouldn't let him leave because I needed human interaction. And I'm like, no, we can hang out. We can hang out after. And just to find a way to entertain this boy, I'm like, Dave, I found a Mio in the back. He's like, okay, cool. I can get you a bottle of water. No, I don't want to spend money. I'm very cheap. Yeah, EB Games is the name for the Canadian GameStop. I wish I could say it was different, but it basically is.
It's the same thing.
It's the same fucking thing. It used to be different, now it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Good point.
By the way, Mike Sam, I'm not going to be on stream next week because I'm going to be helping my sister move into her dorm. Aw,
Okay.
that's very sweet. Don't worry,
Cool.
we'll save you a spot.
But yeah, if anyone's ever seen that Tickle Me Elmo that was strapped to a pole and then melted with a jet engine,
That was Mike?
that was Mike having Mio that time. It was a wave over.
Yeah, so I took a straight shot of it right into my mouth, and I just looked up and went, oh, this is bad. Because you don't know what concentrate tastes like until you've tasted concentrate. And man, you never forget, because it sure as fuck does not taste like the thing. I'm like, Dave, can you watch the store for 5 minutes while I go into the back and spit this out? Sure.
Please excuse me. I've been sexually assaulted by blue raspberry.
Strawberry, actually, but still. Cherry. It was cherry.
Cherry.
It was cherry. So I'm spitting this shit out, and 5 minutes, 5 solid minutes. Why would you do that? I'm like, why? Comic King's, I'm an idiot! That's why!
No, it's largely established because he's a dummy.
Like,
I love him.
I'm a jackass that cares not for his own well-being.
It's why I'm here. It's to prevent him from killing himself.
I literally once had a discussion with Sam and one of our team members about all the ideas that I had, and then the team member looked at me and said, Mike, yeah, 5 minutes ago you were bragging about how you've taken more head wounds and never gotten a concussion. Yeah! You don't live a safe life, Mike. I'm like, you think? And he stared at Sam, and Sam was like, I know.
I'm aware.
I'm aware.
Anyway,
Yeah, I have a reckless abandon for my own well-being.
Done. Watch.
This is my gift. It is also my curse.
the need to perform and for the validation of others.
Shush you.
I constantly have to tell him this to calm down because it's fine and we're just having dinner. And he looks at me and he goes, "No! Reckless abandon!" And I go, "Stop!"
As he rolls his face back and forth in chicken penne.
Oh, look at me!
Don't worry, Mike. Do the same.
I don't need validation from other people. I'm fine as a person.
Anyone want to talk about Babylon 5?
Sure. Do you mean Dollar Store Star Trek? Sure.
Fuck you. It's actually not bad. I actually got to see the first, the pilot episode, and it's actually pretty good.
It was Deep Space Nine that mattered.
It's like those Power Ranger toys you find at the dollar store that are clearly supposed to be Power Rangers, but are like Force Cops or space things or something that are like wild knockoffs.
Does Mike scream reckless abandon before doing anything dumb? No, he screams challenge accepted.
Jordan, you are boob. That was amazing.
Okay, there. Babylon 5 is a science fiction show you get when you buy Star Trek's props at a fucking discount store.
They made all their own props. Shut up.
It's like, what can we do with these Ferengi ears?
And they pioneered a lot of 3D animation for that show.
It was the same. It was the same one as Reboot.
Yeah, mainframe.
A lot of Babylon 5 fans are giving you shit right now, Jordan. I think the only reason you're not getting shit on more is because they know it's like we're yelling at Jordan. He's not going to hear us.
But yeah, B5 was great.
I exist in it like you would sunbathe in the noon. Like, oh yes, let me bask. I am the lizard, your outrage is the hot rock of which I sit on.
Because much like the cat, Jordan will bask in it.
You are the sunbeam to my house, cat.
Yeah, that guy's got consent to call him Meowden again.
Yeah, like they would have stopped. That's the quickest way to make a joke not funny is just to lean into it. The more I fight, the worse it gets. Just ride the water slide. You'll get to the
Just
end.
saw this post on my Facebook. Guys guessing it's an MMA fight says this fight's gonna go down faster than the Power Rangers Turbo ratings.
Ooh, hard oof on that one.
It's true.
It's like, what's cool?
True.
Power Rangers and race cars? Get it.
I
And
mean,
it was not.
I was all about
Yeah.
Power Rangers Turbo. I loved the movie, but
That's because you have no taste, though.
I unpaused Gandahar for a bit before I turned it off completely, and I got to the woman that has the giant wing ears behind her ears. Which is futile asking, but why?
Hey,
Because she needs
Rusty,
to
we got
hear
you.
sound better. Those are her gliding ears. Stop judging.
I do want to show you guys that movie, like in its entirety.
Of what?
The Gandahar.
They've seen it.
Jordan
I
and
haven't.
Dave hasn't.
I have
They
not.
don't want to watch it.
I think I'm physically allergic to it at this point.
Oh, Dave, you weren't here though. I
Restaurant,
finally
yeah.
saw Robot Jocks.
Oh, tell me, how was it? Was it bad? Was it tripe? Was it amazing?
It was not the worst movie we watched that night.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that honor goes to Gunhead. Don't watch Gunhead.
It was bad.
Dave, because you're my friend, don't watch Gunhead.
Does the man have a gun in his head?
No.
No, that's the worst part. No, it's not. It's not the worst part.
Aw.
Okay.
In Gunhead, it's Terminator but Japanese and Metal Gears. And
Oh, fuck, really?
the main villain is an AI
With depression.
with depression, and it kills itself at the end.
Well, that problem just solved itself.
I'm already sold.
No, Dave.
It's boring.
It's so boring. You will go through that movie and be like, wow, they warned me.
But like that problem solves itself. The whole movie was pointless.
No, they induced depression in the robot.
Oh,
AI.
well, that's not okay.
It's not.
Mean.
It is.
Another one of the AIs blows up because
It has a woman inside
the
it that
woman
has a grenade.
the woman inside of its code had a grenade, and she pulled the grenade, and somehow that blew up the robot.
I don't. Okay.
It
I
doesn't
want to
make
ask why, and I want more information, but then I see where those questions lead, and I don't.
And the entire plot revolves around a special element called
a mute woman.
Tex-Mexium.
No, fucking no, it's not.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is!
You're a big stupid liar face. You get
No,
that.
I'm not. Go look it up on YouTube. Go look it up on Wikipedia. May God strike me
Tex-Mexium?
down. Tex-Mexium. I say no word of a lie.
Is it because it's fusion cuisine?
No.
It's a spicy element.
I love how these two jackasses are like, you are fucking lying. Nuts.
It's so lame. How is that not real? I was like, it's a special element. I was like, it's gonna be elementium. It's like it's not.
Tex-Mexium. Dave Jordan, he's not lying.
I'm on the
It's
wiki
those-
now.
But it's
I think the worst thing.
gotta be a joke.
Dave, did you look it up?
In the early 2030s, a new material called Tex-Mexium, more powerful than nuclear energy, enabled the world to be controlled by a new generation of supercomputers. God damn it, I hate you.
Neither of those sentences belong together. It's like it's a new element, Tex-Mexium. That's dumb. All on its own. Separate that, put it in its own little bowl. It's more powerful than nuclear energy, which doesn't make sense. So put that in its own little bowl. And it allows for a new generation of, what do you say, AI?
Yeah.
And like, again, that doesn't make sense with any of the rest of these things. You need to put that in its own little container. Like, each one is a different concept that has nothing to do with the other.
You get used to it. No, you don't.
Yeah, the code, the keyword to activate the Tex-Mexium was put inside of a little girl's mouth, and that's why she's mute.
But
Both of them went blah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Shifting gears to the clutch, boys.
like, is it?
I can't find the next gear, Jordan.
Does it taste good on tortilla chips?
But like,
Are you two okay?
No!
Is that a no or no, you monster?
I'm eating on my nose. Shut up.
Steve has cookies in his face, and my brain is like skipping gears.
B11.
Like, gears are stripping in my brain. Hold on.
I feel like it would be only made better by having Tex-Mexium empanadas or something.
Yo, hold on. We're past Tex-Mexium. We're in the code word is in her mouth, and she can't
That's why
talk.
she's cute. Yeah.
But no, we're past Tex-Mexium now. Hold on. So this is
it like a
infinitely
tennis
worse.
ball?
Yeah, like, is it like a piece of paper that's in her mouth?
No,
Because you see, you don't
Okay.
know that it's in her mouth the whole time.
because she can't talk the whole movie, and you're just like, okay, she's mute.
But words aren't physical things.
And then what happens is that at some point the
BioRoy that works for the AI who's trying to make this shit happen. And
No,
carry
but
the
no, stop, too much. Go back. How is the word in her mouth?
It lights up!
it lights up. It's like a flashlight in her mouth, but it's
But
not.
Projector
the
on her
whole
face?
is the word a physical thing?
No, it's
Is
not.
it a machine that contains the word that's in her mouth?
It's
Like a
not.
storage unit?
No, it's just there.
But it doesn't. I'm trying so hard. Hold on. So
Oh, Del Paso, mucho fun tonight.
no, stop it. We're not talking about Tex-Mexium anymore.
Can she not talk because there's a USB drive stuck in her throat? No!
No.
You're all trying to
So-
make this make way more sense than it does.
Okay, you
So-
sold me on this.
So the word is in her mouth,
Yes.
and this word is a physical thing.
No.
Like it's a
No.
word that is an object that exists in her mouth.
The Tex-Mexium is a crystal about the size of like a hot dog, right? At some point during the movie, she tries to give the Tex-Mexium a blowjob to activate it,
The
but
word.
they stop it. At which point the
By
word
the only white actress in the film.
the word apparently leaves her mouth because the light disappears from inside
Like
her
an-
mouth,
And she can
Like
talk
an-
now.
and then she can talk.
And this causes the evil robot to have depression because it couldn't remember the word. It stored it in this little girl.
But how was it stored in her?
Science! Exclamation point!
Technology and technology, and they're crossing the streams here.
Okay, no, but like, so it was an energy of some sort that was also a word.
No, it's just the word.
But not really.
It's a- This is more
Okay.
fun than the actual movie.
So wait,
I love how Byron was like, "Here we go again."
so wait,
Carino Prime's got the best fucking comment.
so
Why there be a word in her mouth means she can speak? Word go in your mouth?
okay, so I'm gonna ignore what you keep saying, and I'm just gonna, like, the word is a physical thing that existed.
It's
Like,
not
it
though.
had-
It's not,
had-
because it
But
passes
it
out her
left.
mouth without her saying
It had to have been because it left her mouth. It was physically there, and then it was not.
But it wasn't.
So,
But yeah, Jordan are having a worse time than we did.
it's a quantum phased thing. I'm gonna use whatever. Okay.
By
so,
the way, they don't tell you that the keyword is in her mouth.
I had to
It
go to
just
Wikipedia.
happens.
I had to go to
okay,
Wikipedia.
fine. Okay. Okay. Moving past. Okay. So then, how old is this girl?
17.
And she BJ's the crystal.
Almost.
They stop
BJ. They stop it because the blonde
Yeah,
woman.
because I would have slapped it out of her stupid hands. Like, what the, don't put the shit in your mouth. What's wrong with you? Don't put things in your. Don't BJ things. It's stupid.
This is literally more fun than the actual movie is.
Words go in mouth.
You speak words with mouth. No. Okay.
Put it in your mouth. Don't you
Exactly,
put it in
Dave
your mouth,
understands.
don't stuff it in your face.
By the way, we don't know how the
Word got in her mouth.
got in her mouth. We just know that the AI put it in there.
Material. Okay. When she was born, clearly, because she's never spoken before.
But the AI doesn't have anything like. Also, because of the fact that she has been mute for 17 years, she can suddenly speak full sentences when she stops being mute.
Well, that's because she's been listening for a long time.
Yeah,
Lord.
Dave, are you
the
going
word.
through the Wikipedia
I
page
watched
reading
the
this to
13th
confirm what
Hero.
we're saying?
What?
Is Dave still going through the Wikipedia page to confirm that what we're saying is the truth?
No, I ejected out of that.
Yeah. Dave has a really good skill of knowing when things are gonna go horribly wrong, and just like abandoning ship.
What, she learned
Well,
language
David-
like from the 13th Warrior? Because the thing is that they speak English and perfect Japanese in this movie.
Yeah.
Because the
Despite
people,
the fact that they're in Japan.
the people who speak English. They don't speak Japanese.
The
and
dub
the
is so
peop-
bad for this movie.
And the people who speak Japanese just speak Japanese. They don't speak a lick of English. It's Tex-Mexium. I don't
because-
have to explain it.
It's Dolomite, baby.
Yeah, but that makes sense because English people than Japanese people, and then why would ever the two should meet? But then,
Don't put it in your mouth.
Except on the American military bases where they make babies deaths.
okay. So then,
Do you
the
know the
word
MacGuffin
is
girl?
the girl.
By the way, this is
And
the
then-
last 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, the majority of the film is just this guy tooling around this huge ass facility, doing nothing.
Trying to fix the robot. Behold the power of bad movie night.
I was
Okay,
gonna
so
discuss
then,
the
like,
fucking,
a big thing. We're gonna
I
use
use the
it.
words, and this is way
the
more.
word
entertaining.
leaves, it enters the robot.
It doesn't. It just disappears.
So how does this affect the robot?
Like a
Because the
fucking-
robot has forgotten the word. So because of the fact that the girl no longer has the word in her mouth and it doesn't remember
Yeah.
the word, it gets depression and kills itself. Stop!
Was there a time limit on the secret word?
Yes, apparently.
Well,
there was a countdown.
lot-
They found a countdown in the middle of the movie saying that
So-
it had to get into the keyword had to get into the Tex-Mexium by the end of the countdown in order for it to launch a nuclear assault against the rest of the world, because this was the
Last thing.
last thing it was trying to do. And Gunhead, which
Yeah.
is the which
surviving
is
tank.
the surviving tank slash Metal Gear,
Yeah.
was trying to prevent this from happening. By the way, Gunhead was like 300 levels away, like down, away from the giant AI, which at no point when we were like, how the hell are you supposed to stop the AI from doing this?
Oh, he found a way.
Okay, so wait. Okay, so thank you, Dave, for giving me something to latch onto.
They had 40 hours to do it, and it felt like that. That's
Okay,
how
so-
long it felt. What? That's not how that works.
It's like trying to grab melted butter. I swear to God, I'm trying to like think here.
We're trying to.
It's like trying to grip melted butter. It's fucking impossible. Okay, so
trying to wash cotton candy.
yeah.
That poor raccoon.
Okay, so
All right, time to put the face on.
But where's Nicolas Cage?
I need to get to the bottom of this, or it's gonna haunt me. Okay, so the robot wanted to blow up everything with a nuclear assault.
Yes,
Did they say why?
Because no.
because evil.
Doesn't matter. Okay,
You're
so
welcome.
then
Playing Risk 2140, and they give us nukes. Why do we do that? There's no reason.
But fuck.
you can. Okay,
Yeah.
so then he needed the word in the girl to do so.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So then he could not find the girl?
No, her and her brother had hidden.
Well, yeah, so they couldn't find the girl to get the word from her.
Yes,
But
Okay.
they were living in the facility the whole time.
because they had an
Okay.
energy beam to prevent them from leaving them for the facility.
Doesn't stop people from getting
Sure.
in though,
Well, no, it's a one-way beam, clearly.
because that's how beams work.
Shut up. I'm getting there.
Jordan's like,
So-
I'm so close, guys.
I found like 3 of the pieces of the 1,000-piece puzzle that go together finally.
Ooh,
Okay.
It's a corner.
It's a quarter piece. Okay. So there's a thing which was unfortunately named Gunhead,
Yeah.
40 stories down
Mm-hmm.
in this facility that was meant to stop the robot
Yes.
that was gonna blow up the planet because reasons.
Yes.
Okay. Now, where did these people, the girl and her brother, live within this facility?
Somewhere
so-
among the rubble.
Yeah, somewhere.
Because
in
between
Wow.
the 10th floor and the 373rd floor
Yeah.
was all rubble. Because that was all...
the sets were.
That's... It's just everything... My friend
So
responded...
we're-
So by the
I
time
mean, I
I'm
watched
like,
Blade Runner 2.
So we're in a post-apocalyptic setting.
Yes.
Okay.
In an abandoned factory in Buffalo.
Probably.
Because they have a few.
So, okay. So I wonder how
Good
it
job,
got down
Shadowcrown.
to
Sorry, I just saw the
73
comment
floors.
from Shadowcrown on thing.
How did the wreckage get down 73 floors? Whatever.
373 floors.
Oh Lord.
Because it was a tower.
There was an
Oh,
elevator
so it's
shaft that was
not-
big
I
enough to
thought you
accommodate
thought-
the tank.
I thought it was a subterranean building. It's a,
So
it's
did
a,
I, and I watched the whole film.
We really thought it was subterranean, but no, apparently it was a giant tower.
Like, the way the
Because
shots
it's a
line up,
tunnel.
you think it's a subterranean thing, but it's not, apparently. And you find that out.
Oh, well, okay. So it's a building. Okay, so it's okay. That makes more sense now because then
Is it like
we're going to ignore the fact that this tower is 373 floors high
Is it kind
because
of like
that's literally impossible.
Not
Blade
for a
Runner?
science robot.
Clearly,
science robot?
wouldn't that put it in space? Whatever. Anyways,
Hey guys. Da da da.
What is that? It's crotch piece?
It's his face and head.
Oh, looks like it's cup.
It is because it holds the
brain.
Well, it holds the pilot control mechanism.
How did the robot even think this plan would work? My brain hurts
Because
now.
that goes in there.
That doesn't matter. The robot did, and that's what happened. Okay.
Because he has depression. People who are in Great Depressive states.
He doesn't have it. He was given it. It manifested within the robot. See, I know I'm catching on. I get it. So,
I don't know. I'm still having trouble here.
I'm trying, Dave. I'm trying so hard, like a crazy manic person, to understand.
You could just watch the film and read the Wikipedia page.
I refuse, sir.
Just saying, if you're gonna do the time, you might as well serve the sentence.
No. If you're gonna serve the sentence, you might as well serve the sentence.
Yeah.
No,
I think
if you're
you
gonna
made this
do
fucking
the time,
movie.
you might as well do the crime.
Yeah. No, it's not a crime to watch Gunhead.
Okay.
Revisit that sentence there, Mike. It's,
So this.
Well, now I have
Gunhead
to watch
thing-
this movie.
No.
Sergeant Spade, don't do it.
So this gunhead thing, which was a weapon to stop the AI.
Gunhead doesn't show up until halfway through the movie, by the way. You have to watch like an hour, like not an hour, 45 minutes before you can get to the thing that's called Gunhead, which it
Okay, that's
doesn't work, by the way. They just kind of assume it kind of works at some point, and the guy goes, "All right, I'll fix it."
And then I'll pilot it.
Well, yeah,
Metal Gear.
that makes sense though.
Gunhead also talks because it is also an AI.
And it starts using baseball
But
metaphors.
for Knight Rider, I'd be surprised if it didn't. See, it's it's making
Shadow
sense
Crone,
now.
you tell me when, and I will do it, okay?
A weapon powerful enough to defeat Gunhead.
There was such a thing! It was called the Aerobot. That was the robot that killed all the other gunheads. It didn't fly, by the way.
It just
had a pile driver in it.
It had a piston that went up and down and made it look like something was humping it all the time.
Nice.
I can hear Jordan convulsing.
He's just like, why?
It's like someone watched like 10 minutes of a BattleBots episode. It was like, we're gonna make a fucking movie based on the 10 minutes of my life experience.
I'm so much what?
Okay. So obviously the AI has to fight the other AI who's evil.
Yes.
And then the one AI couldn't fulfill his life dream to
Of killing all
the
humans.
world, of blowing up the world of which it lives on.
Yeah.
But that's where I keep all my stuff.
By the way,
Yeah.
it gave a 10-second countdown in order to get rid of all the in order to blow up the building. At which point, Gunhead rams into
Good news.
the power source, I think, and says, "I'll delay it. Run, guys!"
And it has jumps up to 15 minutes.
He jumps up to 15 minutes as opposed to 10 seconds. At which
that
point,
doesn't work
I
like that, but okay.
kind of want to watch a highlight reel.
You know what it was? It's because he destroyed the power conduits of the factory, which
Jordan's
caused
really
the buildup.
trying. He's really trying to make sense of it.
Because the buildup to be slower to self-destruct. Get it? Got it. Okay.
He's really trying to make it make sense.
You tried so hard.
I'm almost there. Shut up. I'm almost there.
This is more entertaining than the actual fucking movie.
So then, this just goes to show you that, with some terribly misinformed investors, we could make a really plausible movie in an afternoon.
Yeah, really.
We'll just get Dan to edit it. He's pretty good at that.
No, fuck it.
Fuck, I'll edit it. See how that goes. It's got to have at least one screen wipe.
BattleBots was better edited.
Oh,
than
we
the
forgot about the
script.
transitions, Sam.
Oh yeah, the transitions were like every single transition was like Venetian blind and like
Particle
the
transition.
particle transition.
Well, that's awful. So
You get
we need
After
this to
Effects
be-
for like more than just 2.
Oh, we forgot the worst part. The director. It was directed by Alan Smithy.
Is that?
Oh no! I know
When
what
a
that means.
When a director is so embarrassed by their own art piece, they can opt out and say that this was done by Alan Smithy instead.
You've left something out, though. The font for that was different than the font that was actually in the movie, which means this got through a good chunk of editing.
It went
the
through like
director's-
4 edits at this point.
The director said, "Fuck that."
Oh no!
So Alan Smithy is the like nom de plume for like I don't want to be on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like okay.
When
Well,
they're finished directing it, and then it goes through cuts that make it unwatchable. And they're like, well, I'm done with this project, or they're in it for the paycheck and they really phoned it in.
okay. So then the robot couldn't launch its missiles because that's what it was programmed to do. It got sad because that's what robots get sad sometimes. And then it killed itself. How did the robot kill itself?
It blew itself up.
It had enough power for that.
Yeah, okay. I mean, sure, whatever.
Honey, can you push this
Tips learning, motherfucker. Don't do link me gunhead. Get out of here. Don't link it to me like I want to watch it.
Who linked him Gunhead?
No, get out. No, I'm not watching that. Go away.
Other
It's
tabletop
just a
shows.
review.
Here's what
I
happened.
don't want to know anything about it. No.
It was just
There's
a
such a
review.
thing called.
Don't be a baby,
there's a thing
Jordan.
called- There's a thing called mimetic poison, and it's when you get forced information into your noggin you don't want. Because once it's in,
Manchurian movie
don't
watcher. I
come
can't
back
think of
out.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Sorry.
Called mimetic poison. I don't want it.
Tell you what, how about we go through the Annie Awards for that went off during the
Gen Con?
Gen Con.
What's that?
Get off.
The Annie Awards. They're one of the big awards that happen during in tabletop.
Oh.
The other being the Origin Awards.
He's trying to spare you. He's trying to change the
I'm
subject.
trying to change the subject, Jordan, and perhaps make this a tabletop discussion.
Also, it's being boycotted by a bunch of different creators.
Yeah, that was going to get to that actually. So I know
Okay, you progress to it.
Masayev Press openly said they do not want to have any affiliation with the Ennies at all. And those are the guys who made Lancer, which Dave and I are both a fan of.
Yeah, people are already receiving their books.
Yeah, we'll get ours soon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So we have to keep that in mind. Is that there are open tabletop companies that have said no, we don't want anything to do with the Ennies. We don't because of some Zach S shit, if I'm not mistaken. So keep that in mind. So did we want to go through the Ennies, or are we just treating the Ennies like they're a sham?
I mean, if any award, like award like this wasn't a sham already. Like, look at what is it? Look at the Oscars. How
Oh, yeah,
much of
that's
a
bullshit.
bribery fest that is.
Yeah.
It's like I'll give you this really nice fruit basket and tickets to Hamilton if you'll consider our film.
I think
Yeah.
a piece of plastic flew into my water.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. You know,
It-
and that's the reason
it's
why
like,
Pixar and
who-
Disney keep winning.
Because they have the nicest fruit baskets.
Yeah, they do.
I guess so. And at the bottom of this fruit basket is a lifetime bracelet for all the Disney properties. It's like, well, shit, if I wanted to go to the most depressing place on Earth.
It's a bribed world after all.
I knew that.
We have tunnels and Secret Service.
Shadow Crone told people about Gunhead. Now they're all just making Taco Bell jokes.
So my friend responded to their friend's response to the Taco Bell got weaponized. So this is how Taco Bell won the franchise wars and got
Shadow Crone, tell them to come to the stream, man. But I am curious just to see, like, what's on the list. Well, I've read the list actually for the Annie Awards. But do we want to do that, or do we want to do something else?
Sure, let's go through it.
All right, babe, can you give me the phone?
Where's your phone?
It's on the desk.
It's all the way over there.
It's 5 feet, babe.
It's too far.
It's not too far. You walk kilometers. Remember, we're for cancer or kidneys.
I walk farther for kidneys.
Yeah. Thank you. Let me just finish sending this, and I'll bring it up.
Hey.
I keep trying to get them to come to streams. We're good fun. And that is the head of the Mazinger Zed done.
Nice, my guy.
Thank you. I can put the cockpit in if I want to, but I don't. So right now it's just 2 tiny pieces. And I'll read out the Annie Awards and see if there's anything that we find interesting.
Jordan, at least try to watch the trailer, then it's only 3 minutes.
No, I will not take your heroin.
I feel like it's 3 minutes too long. Like, it should be a 30-second spot.
Okay, yeah. I love how the fourth result is Annie Awards controversy.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's about how Masaev pulled out and said, don't do this. Anyway. Okay, Annie Awards. The Annie Awards. Fucking give me the list, you shitheads. Okay.
I thought it was just massive.
I think they're the only ones. Okay, so Product of the Year, their Gold Award goes to Morkborg, Art Punk RPG. Their Product of the Year in the Silver category is the 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, which makes sense. A lot of people have been really pitching that. Best Game with the Gold rating goes to the Alien, the role-playing game. Okay. Best Game in the Silver category is Morkborg, the Art Punk RPG.
Alien RPG?
Yeah, like Alien, like Xenomorphs.
Yeah, that sounds like you would need to play in complete darkness and a guy with a soundboard. In like a very...
You guys looked at The Witcher RPG. We have Shadow Crone. Neither myself or Devin were really enthused by it because it's basically just fantasy done in the life path system. So, congratulations to Fan Favorite Publishing. Here we go. Best production values: Gold, 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. Best production values: Symbol, the Humblewood box set. Best supplement: Gold, Delta Green, the Labyrinth. Interesting. Best supplement: Silver, Iron Sworn Delve. Best setting: Gold, Call of Cthulhu, Berlin, the Wicked City. Interesting. I thought it was going to be Harlem Unbound. Best setting: Silver, Arcadia, the Greek setting for 5th edition. Best Adventure: Gold, A Pound of Flesh, Dawn Strahd, Simmercoins by Tuesday Night Games. Best Adventure, Silver category, Trilemma Adventures Compendium Volume 1. Best Writing: Gold, Morkborg, the Art Punk RPG. Has anyone heard of Morkborg? I feel like I'm the Swedish stuff when I say it. Morkborg.
Not even.
Best Writing: Silver, The Monsters Know What They Are Doing. Press. Best Rules: Gold, 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. Best Rules: Silver, Zombie World. Best Cartography, Trilum Adventures Compendium. In the silver category, Best Cartography was Jim Henson's Labyrinth.
Sorry,
Best Layout and Design in the gold category, Morkborg Art Punk RPG. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of words. Best Layout and Design, silver, A Pound of Flesh. Best Electronic Book, gold, New Tales of the Miskatonic Valley, 2nd edition. Best Electronic Book, silver, Uncaged Volume 3 by Scribemind. Best RPG-related product, gold, Absinthe in Carcosa. Best RPG-related project, silver, Session Zero by John C. Oh, I've heard about this. This one's actually here. It's pretty good. Best free game in the gold category. Oh, Mork works by the same company as the Alien RPG. Okay. Best free game product, the TTRPG safety kit, in the gold. For silver is Tunnel Goons. Best organized play goes to Stygia Unchained. For gold, silver is Where Can She Be? Best interior art gold is Ultraviolet Grasslands. Best interior art for silver is Strata. Best cover art gold, Call of Cthulhu, Berlin, the Wicked City. Best monster adversary gold, Mordenkainen's Fiendish Folio Volume 1, Monster Malevolent and Benign. Best monster / adversary silver, Big Bad Booklets 1 to 6. Best podcast gold, Asians Represent. Best podcast silver, Red Moon Roleplaying. Best online content gold, The Monsters Know What They're Doing. Best online content silver, RPG Writers Workshop. Gold, best aid or accessory, Deck of Many Animated Spells, Hit Point Press. Silver, best aid or accessory, The Dungeon Books of Battle Mats by Loki Battle Mats. Gold, best family game was Jim Henson's Labyrinth, and silver, best family game, Kids on Bikes, Strange Adventures. So Morkborg took a fuck ton. Holy shit!
What was the cartography one?
Let me go back to that. Hang on. Interior art, organized play, best free game. Electronic book, layout design, cartography. Here we go. Trilema Adventures Compendium Volume 1 was the gold award winner. Jim Henson's Labyrinth had the silver award.
Cool.
So,
could you spell try?
What?
Try and spell it. Jordan, are you a fan of maps?
Like in general, I find them to be very helpful for knowing where I'm going. Yeah.
Trilema, Trilemma Adventures Compendium, Volume 1.
Cool. Just googling it.
One second, I'm just gonna look one thing up. Okay, yeah. So online content's blogs and shit. And it became a book. And they're monster tactics for 5e. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So yeah. So that was the Any Awards. That took a total of 5 minutes. We discussed a terrible movie better. Oh, I try to make this a tabletop show, but it doesn't stick.
It's all good. But
we have
I
a
also
lot.
have one lovely resource that I keep going back to. Is it's how to draw fantasy maps.
Yeah.
And I love that book. It teaches you like different ways to do like mountains and forests, and it even gives you some tips on how to use Photoshop or Illustrator and GIMP.
Nice.
So it's actually quite a nice useful resource.
I might check out Morkborg just to see if it merits all the awards it got.
Yeah.
Because holy fuck, did it get a lot. I'm really surprised Harlem Unbound did not get a lot of awards, because it was getting a lot of good press this year, going into the awards. maybe those are just the channels that I follow. I don't know.
Did you want to show everybody the difference between your thing and my thing for the Gundams?
In a minute. I was thinking maybe building a little more because we're still at like almost at the end of the 3-hour mark.
How to draw fantasy art and RPG maps. Step-by-step cartography for gamers and fans.
We're at the 2-hour mark, honey.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, sorry, the end of the 2-hour mark. So I wanted to go a little further in. Well, that silenced everything, so I regret taking us down this path. I do want to check out 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, though, and I hear that's very good.
I got the trousers and the jackets on the figures I was working on. They should be done next Saturday.
Awesome. And Linda, can't wait to see it in the craft check thing. I'm really happy with this Mazinger. OSR game of old D&D. Okay, so how is it different from like something like Dungeon Crawl Classics? Because as I've understood it, Dungeon Crawl Classics is like the way to play a classic tabletop RPG in that style, right? Like that's what everyone says. If you want to play something that way, you play Dungeon Crawl Classics. F played, where are you? I need to build a shoulder. I think you mean 1,000-Year-Old Dracula. 1,000-Year-Old nerd.
Nerd.
So yeah, tip. I'll be checking out Alexandria RPG if you guys are doing streams because I wouldn't mind guesting as a player on a couple things. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, Jordan, did you hear about his Punch Paladin?
Jordan, are you there? He left.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
He just turned off his mic.
You left me, Jordan, because I decided to be tabletop for a minute. F.
So did you hear about his Punch Paladin?
Nerds! Yeah, no, I haven't. Tell me about it.
So I found out in 5e you can get a feat that basically says if you need to use a weapon, you don't have to. You just use your bare fucking fists. And I want to make a mad as an absolutely fucking insane paladin who's just obsessed with punching evil and calling it a nerd to its face.
Are we gonna play a 5e game?
I will be willing to play a 5e game if I get to play this paladin.
You heard it here, folks. The moment you never thought would happen.
Yep.
I have all these books.
Oh my god!
You shitheads.
The seal has been broken. The final seal. The apocalypse has come.
I shall sing from my 7th mouth the song that ends the world.
You fuckheads. You fuckheads. I'm allowed to change my mind about a system.
It's just,
I know. I'm aware. After all the years I spent complaining about it, which I will remind you, I was never fully complaining about 5e. I was complaining about how hot it was and how it was
I want a montage of clips of Mike through the last 4 years. Just be like, never. And then all of a sudden, if I could play a punchy paladin, sure. I mean, why not?
You heard it here, folks. Mike, hipster. It's too popular. I can't get behind it.
Yeah, it's starting to drip on popularity. You know what, guys? I'm really thinking of actually trying out.
You! I am not a goddamn tabletop hipster.
Oh.
Babe, don't you dare.
Starting to not be so popular anymore. Like, you know what? This actually sounds like a pretty good system, I think.
Look, Unearthed Arcana, I said, and I repeat, if they could find a way to make this fun, I would, and they did.
Yeah.
You make a 5e game fun?
It's based on one feat. That was the breaking point.
Yes, because I've been trying to make a fucking Punch Paladin in Pathfinder, and you lose so much because everyone's like make a fucking Ardent Fist monk, which sucks because they don't have detect evil, right?
Sure.
They don't. I tried. For years, I've tried to make this fucking thing. I've wanted to make a psychotic punch paladin for years, and there's 5e going, just fucking homebrew it, and here's this thing you need.
For years?
Yeah! Literal, babe, back them up.
Legitimately, he has.
I wanted to make a punch paladin. Just a dude who kicks ass with his bare fist for God and wears full plate mail and comes through the fucking door like a goddamn wrecking ball.
And who knew that your salvation would be in the form of the system you detested the most?
Shut the fuck up!
He has brass knuckles. One says Seer, one says Saint.
Actually, I was thinking to have like wraps around his hands. They count as Holy Avengers when he wears them.
Just
Jesus.
the fucking irony is delicious.
You gonna tell Devin?
Just delicious. No, you know what? No, I'll save that for you.
I saved that for you.
It'll be a glorious sparkle-filled moment when it comes out of your mouth.
I'll make you a hard bet. If you tell Devin,
I won't.
If you tell Devin that I've owned up that they finally found a way I want to play 5e,
I don't know. You're gonna tell him.
He will show the fuck up in this stream in 5 minutes.
No, you're gonna tell him.
I'm gonna tell him.
I refuse to be the word bearer for this situation. I want to hear about it afterwards. I want to taste the majesty.
Your tears are
I want to revel in the Titan falling.
So yeah, sure. That's
The dance of the righteous with the other peasants.
Dance with me, Jordan. Dance the dance of life.
We will find a maypole and celebrate.
You fuckheads. You both can fuck off.
Honey,
We'll have meat and turkey legs and celebrate around the maypole.
oh my God, we're gonna have a Ren fair because of this.
I'm not gonna lie, it would definitely be like it sounds like I'm joking, but I'm 100% serious. I would do that. You had me. I had myself at turkey leg.
Unearthed Arcana. I think it's in Unearthed Arcana. I can't remember what thing, but it's.
So Mike always wanted to make a fisting paladin. We were learning so much about Mike today.
Yeah, I did. Let's punch it right in the puss.
By the gods, you're insistent on a fisting. So yeah.
See, here's the problem. This wouldn't. These craft shooters aren't as good when it's just me.
Kicking a door like a wrecking ball. Holy fist wraps shining in the light. And you're like, you're insisting on a fisting, and everyone around is like, come on, man.
Just you have him in a really serious roleplay situation. He's just like, you can't see it under that helmet, but he is pissed.
It's like he's a paladin, so he's like he has no idea what he's like what he's saying has like connotations.
Yeah.
Come on, you have to know by now. Come on.
No, I'm believing what I want to believe.
My faith
Like,
has guided me
so
here.
what?
What's your church? I have a cause. What is it? Punch evil!
Oh.
Really, it's more of an
Sorry.
ode.
Yeah, it's more of like a theme. Theme. Okay.
All right. Here's the problem, though. Whoever GMs me has to house rule a few abilities because it basically says that your fists count as weapons, but some of the melee weapon options some of the melee abilities for the paladin don't work unless you homebrew them just so slightly to make it viable.
Whatever. I've never had a problem with homebrewing stuff.
Yeah, it would just literally be you have to make it so that it applies, but it says your blows count as d6s, your two-fisted fighting counts as d8s, and grapples add a d4 onto it. So it's gonna get ugly.
Yes, the old handed Kirk back punch.
Both your fists go together and you swing it like a club, and I don't know how you don't break your fingers, but okay.
Fog!
Oh, is he done?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, he looks so good, Sam.
Hey Sam, quick question: how's he spin that rotor blade with his shoulder pad in the way?
He doesn't. It just happens. He has a whip.
It's actually a grappling hook.
Show it
It's a grappling hook, but it's a whip grappling hook.
Show it to the camera again.
Justify.
The big bullfrog.
Like you have to shout Shining Finger.
Big bullfrog.
I heard there's some nerds doing some motherfucking evil in this house.
Cultists are like, nerds!
Although, if
I'm gonna go punch some nerds.
I'm gonna go punch some nerds. I am a high level demon. Nerd!
Do you know magic? Yes. Nerd!
No.
What do you
If they're on my
nerd?
side, I don't call them a nerd because then I'll alienate the party.
He's a high level demon. You keep calling him a nerd. He's just confused, a little hurt. Like, hey man, not cool.
I just want to make sure the basics are in Fantasy Grounds. I can't remember the fucking name of it. That's the thing. I found the feat, but yeah.
But all that is holy, I will steal your lunch money.
No, because it's like, we need to go hunt a Dracula. We need money. Don't you mean a vampire? No, a Dracula.
Most lawful good bully. Just, I know you are, but what am I?
Stop hitting yourself. You're punching me. Stop hitting yourself.
What are you talking about? He's just like trying to cast a spell, but he's so confused. Like, turns out schoolyard tactics works.
No, here's the thing though. The way 5e describes detect evil now, it's not like a ping on a radar. It's you smell it. Like it's something you physically detect. So I will literally punch open a room and go, do I smell some motherfucking heresy?
Like you have him by his collar and you're just pounding him. Like, whoever hath smelt it, doubt it.
Yeah.
Just fucking. It's like, but that means you did it. Shut up, nerd.
You can't eat beans around him or he thinks you're evil.
You smell some motherfucking nerds.
The scent doth offend my senses.
Your stank offends my god.
Who's your god? Shut up.
You wouldn't know him. He's cool.
Oh god, more I wish really hard.
Like, you just imagine all the good aligned gods getting together one afternoon, just showing off their various paladins. They're like, oh, here's this one, the champion, and this one, the conqueror, and this one, the slayer of the lich, and they all kind of standing around a group, and they look over the shoulder of one of them, and you're like, what about that one over there? And he's like, I don't even know, man.
He beats
Like, he fits the criteria, but I don't know what's going on over there.
Isn't that your paladin? I barely know him.
No, man. He just
Like, he is, but like...
Not by my choice.
Don't make direct eye contact. I give him the bare minimum.
You give him the spells, but I'm like, yeah, because he meets the criteria, so I have to. But like, you know the rules.
he's kind of an asshole though.
I mean, he does good work, but it's not exactly in my top 5. You know what I'm saying?
But he has the highest kill count. What feat was it? Hang on, let me check my phone.
What is kill count? Like, I mean, I guess. Yeah. Like,
It's his
just,
battle cry. He
I forgot to mute that feed. Sorry, guys. Is he beating up nerds? Look, I mean, again, he meets the criteria. I have to give him the spell. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't make the rules. You know I didn't make the rules.
I don't make the rules, it just happens.
Unarmed fighting style from Unearthed Arcana. Your unarmed strikes deal bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength modifier. If you strike with 2 free hands, the d6 becomes a d8. If you successfully start a grapple, you do 1d4 bludgeoning damage to the grappled creature.
Oh, it's because you headbutt him in the mouth.
No, well, because now I'm just going to start doing wrestling moves.
Oh.
Because I'll just be like, I'm going to grab him, and then what? So it's called unarmed fighting.
lots of stuff. I'm gonna grapple said what lots of things.
Until the grapple ends, you can also deal this damage to the creature whenever you hit it with a melee attack.
Yeah, it's because you're just feeding him shots.
Yeah.
It's like, aw.
If I say I'm using both my hands in the grapple and grappling him, it's basically 1d8 plus 1d4 plus my strength.
Yeah.
Every fucking time.
Yeah, because you're feeding him shots. In
What
close
does evil smell like? Rotten eggs? Poo? Bad BO?
Smells like motherfucking heresy, but what does it smell like?
I imagine it's got its very own rank fucking stench.
I mean, like someone lit sandalwood on fire.
Oh.
Sandalwood
Like
smells
it's
good,
supposed
though.
to be good, but it's wrong.
Oh.
You know, like it's supposed to be a pleasant smell, but it's somehow like not pleasant.
They
I
rubbed
imagine-
sandalwood in their armpits first and then lit it on fire.
It's
Oh.
stink.
I
It's
want
like
the episode where he fights a horny demon. Keep your cock out of my face, nerd. What?
it's like punching his dick.
It's like
What?
3-year-old taint stank.
I think it's like you ever smell something that's supposed to smell good, but it's disgusting, like an apple pie air freshener, but it's just not quite there, and it's more stomach churning than.
Yeah, no. Or like food that's gone bad, but you still can smell the sugar.
Yeah, or like if someone takes a huge dump and uses the air freshener, but it doesn't quite cover up the poop smell.
Yeah.
So now it's a bouquet of flowers that's been shit on. Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's like you could try it. You can tell like it was trying to be good, and it just wasn't.
But you know, I've wanted to make a punch paladin for years, and I couldn't do it in Pathfinder, at least to my satisfaction, because it was always people would turn around and say just make the paladin monk combo class, right? Which is like an
No.
enlightened monk or something.
I know what evil smells like, 100%. Campsite bathrooms.
Oh,
Use
no.
it.
Oh.
Campsite bathrooms.
Like the private or like the facility bathrooms?
I rarely is there a difference.
Because yeah, a bunch of the stuff in the paladins, like smites and divine smites and all that shit, calls specifically for a melee weapon, not an unarmed strike. But if your DM has any sense of humor at all, they'll be like, yeah, sure, fuck it, go ahead,
Well,
chain grapple this motherfucker with your smites.
it doesn't even matter, right? Because you have to grapple him first.
No, I don't.
You're able to
Technically,
do that every time.
yeah. Well, I don't have to because I can just punch him with both hands, and it's just like a bit of a.
I get that, but also then if they had a high enough score, they could reverse the grapple and just start beating the shit out of you. So I mean,
Yeah.
I realize that
it's if you're gonna go in for a grapple, you're kind of really rolling the dice literally on yourself. So I mean,
Like, and I know I can take a battle master dip in battle master fighter for a couple of levels.
Come on.
And then just really fuck things up because battle master fighters get wicked bonuses to grapples and shit.
Honey, can you put
Yeah.
it in the hole?
my only issue with something that focuses specifically on grappling is that you kind of take every other player out of the fight because no one can interact with it without possibly hitting you.
Yeah.
That's
that's
the
fair.
only issue I would see. I
Got
could
it.
see with a
Thank you.
character like this.
Yeah. The other thing I would think is that's why it can't just be a pure grapple. It has to be a guy who can just punch things.
Yeah, in like a group fight where it's like multiple enemies, then
Oh,
you're
it's gold.
golden. It's beautiful because not only do you take an enemy clean out of the fight, but you're also doing direct, constant damage per round. Right? It's awesome.
Mhm.
But then, if it's a one-on-one, which paladins are designed to excel at, it could make the fight a little one-sided for the entire party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I would be concerned about, and I'd want to see how this plays out.
That's a shoulder. Okay.
I'm kind of wondering what kind of person.
Because you'll get a great ass story out of it. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
Mike, what kind of personality do you slap on this punchy paladin?
Oh, he's nuts. He's just straight up nuts, and he yells and he screams the whole time. Like in downtime, he's just kind of sitting there, and he's just really quiet, and everyone worries he's mad. It's like, no, I'm enjoying my time with my friends. But he still has like the what?
I'm enjoying not punching things for once.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my time with my friends. but he says it in the same way he says everything. So you realize his brain is just set to put words out this way.
So you're playing Punchy Doomslayer.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, during the game.
I love this pie!
This pie is delicious. You should be proud.
I'm so
Why
sorry,
are you
sir.
yelling at me? I'm not yelling.
This is my indoor voice.
What's your outdoor voice? Ah!
The windows blow out. It's like, okay, don't do that here anymore.
Oh, that's cool, Shadow Crown. I just read his thing. It's real long, so I'm not repeating it. But it's really cool. Do I hear the sound of glorious motherfucking battle? Ah. I'm enjoying building this Mazinger.
What crusade I can fucking join?
Guys, I'm going to head off. I have to get some food and actually do part of my day.
Okay.
So I will see you guys later.
Will you be on tonight, Jordan, for Hangouts?
I imagine so.
Cool.
All right, peace out, homies.
Yeah.
See you later, chat, I guess, whatever.
Peace out, chat. Bye.
That's pretty cool, I guess. So yeah.
Sam, am I a tabletop hipster?
I love you.
Thanks, babe. Sorry, finishing up Agar at the moment. I'll send the character sheet to you when done, Mike. The kid gloves are off. Okie dokie. But yeah, let me know, Shadow Chrome, what day you want me to do the thing. Oh. You always say I love you when you don't want to be honest with me.
I love you so much.
Thanks, babe.
Yes, Mike, you are. This is Common Kings.
Thanks. I just,
Being a hipster's not a bad thing.
Well, people make fun of hipsters. You're
People
still here,
make
right,
fun
Dave?
of nerds. Dave?
Dave, are you still here?
Oh, yes.
Yay.
Oh, good. Well, Sam, have you wanted to play a 5e game this whole time?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I've had no drive to play one, if that's what people are asking.
Okay. I am asking that.
To sleep with the one I ran that one time. But then I think she might have been tired already.
I was really exhausted that day.
Yeah, because I played a 5e game where I played an assassin rogue, and that was actually kind of fun. But I was being a sociopath.
But yeah,
I was playing Matthias.
The one that I was playing with you, Dave, that one I was dead tired, and I was like, I can't stay awake. People need to drive me home.
Okay. I forgive you, my child.
Wrong, Mike. You can already use Divine Smite with an armed strike, but it's written that Divine Smite is used with a melee weapon, but an armor strike is a melee weapon attack. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, so it works with everything. Okay, there's no house ruling. I don't know, because I was reading up on it, and it said, like,
Just when you're winding up your divine as a punch, you crack your knuckles.
Yeah.
Get in line.
But yeah, no, just have this. I've really wanted to play a paladin in full mail, but the problem is, every time you see you want to play a paladin that punches something, everyone turns around and says, oh, do you want flurry of blows on it? And I'm like, maybe not, Like, oh, do you want to min-max it this way? I'm like, maybe not. Just like, I want to make an asshole who punches the living shit out of things. But you could do more damage. I'm like, oh, that's true. I could do more damage and be more effective, right? And that's just, and then it goes down to min-max conversation. I'm like, I'm not having fun with this conversation. Because I like making silly characters.
I want to punch the dick off this evil.
Also, Sam, please don't have Mike read another bad Werewolf Twilight ripoff story. So, Dave, you weren't here for this on our other stream.
For the optimal duo. Okay, for context, this is what happened. I was scrolling on Facebook, and I found an ad for a app that's supposed to give you romance novels. Now, I read the ad, but the thing is, I realized a little too late that the ad was actually the first 5 chapters of the novel.
Oh.
And I'm just sitting there. It's bad werewolf fiction, too. And I'm like, what the fuck am I reading? Like, it's so bad, Dave.
Words.
And we read it on stream.
You made me read it on stream, and I died.
It was bad.
Oh, bad.
Sam, please do have Mike read another bad Werewolf Twilight ripoff story. I found another ad, by the way.
No, you found the website. You went to the fucking website. Don't lie to them.
No, I did find another ad on Facebook, which was, it actually was written better. Not gonna lie. It did have a better premise, but it was still bad, cheesy Twilight fan fiction ripoff. So, and then we went to the website, because you found the website, and you read it, and you're like, Sam,
There's 40 chapters to that piece of
there's
shit.
40 chapters to that fucking piece of shit. The one that we read on air. It was so bad.
Oof is all I gotta say on that one.
It was very funny. But, oh man. Did people die? Nah!
Creator and Comic Kings are having their usual fight. Unarmed strike may be used with any ability that says melee weapon attack, but not melee weapon. Oh, okay. My character in the mech game I mentioned earlier is supposed to be the reckless test pilot kind of personality we're playing. Reckless test pilot kind of personality when piloting his mech is why I let up with it. And 4 rocket pods. A good way to live. Zermakucha, if I'm not pronouncing that right. I would just it isn't pity that 5e is all them trying to make MST3K the mantra RPG. I'm not a member of Adventure League, so yeah. Well, because Adventure League would tell me get the fuck out of here. We're because just I've hung out with, I've seen those people up close, and I've had to. You've never known tabletop experiences until you've had to say to other people who watch Adventure League make noise and say, no, we're not all like that.
I mean, I would hope.
Well, because they were in my library for one of our major events.
Here, Dave, I'm gonna send you the thing. I'm not gonna read it out on stream again.
Oh, thank God.
But I just want Dave to read, like, the first couple, like, lines. And then he'll understand how bad this is. Here, it's on Facebook Messenger. Oh no, it's too long.
Put it up in Google Docs and send him the link.
Okay, hang on.
What the hell? Okay.
Share. Copy link.
Okay. Alright, that's looking like a decent shoulder joint to anyone who cares about that.
Alright, here you go, Dave. Let me know if you can read it.
Opening it now. Dang it, why is it not signing it?
C111.
I'm so surprised you guys haven't done anything with Hyper RPG, even though it was the most written word that was said in the books we games for character generation. Or are they corporate? Hyper RPG.
You're talking about the guys who did the Power Rangers thing, right? Is that what you're talking about? Would they give us the time of day? D&D Chaos was league play for 40. Well, the adjustments to the Ackerman. It does not die in the first round. Comic Kings, yes. Yeah. I don't know. Because the thing is, most of the tabletop community generally tends to ignore us, I find. I think, apart from Welcome to the Party, who are shuttering their doors now as a tabletop thing entirely, as a tabletop streaming thing, most of the tabletop community barely knows we exist. Like our Telsorian really doesn't interact with us that much after that first time, which I'm concerned we did something that pissed them off. But we had fun.
Dave, you doing okay?
I wasn't able to view it.
Oh, no?
It requires permission.
Oh, hang on. Give me a second.
Yeah. Also, I'm just not good at networking, if I can be honest. But you guys tell them about us. Say, hey, there's this group called the D20 Live Guys. They roleplay fucking everything. What do you mean everything? They
Okay,
roleplay
try it
everything.
now. Cause see, I turned on link sharing.
Why would they ignore you? All right, hipster. Well, are we talking because I'm a hipster or because they're a hipster?
Yeah, I'm in now.
Yay.
Who wrote this?
I don't know who wrote it, but it was for the ad for the app.
Yeah, I have been ghosted on more than one occasion when I've reached out to other tabletop streams. All of which are suffering financial controversies. I hate networking when Ethernet cable is badly hanging from the roof of my... No, Corito. Net interperson... You're being a shit. You're being a shit, and I can tell.
Honey, I put it on the wrong way. Can you help me get it off?
Okay.
This it's two parts that click together.
Okay. Which part is coming off? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
It's no. It's not a pull. It's they clip they clip over.
Oh, Jesus! It's an either sider.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get my tools. What were you building, Mike? Me, I'm building the Mazinger Z, the Infinity version. I'm really digging it, actually. It's nice. It's simple. It's easy. It's not my... Oh, okay. I'll get the unicorn out in a minute. Let me just help Sam with this. Because I'm hoping to get further along with the Mazinger. But I'm taking my time sanding everything, which is a slow process, but it makes it all look so nice. I mean, flag up is the two-tip to... Hang up is the two-step to... Oh, I'm sorry, Tip. I'm not going to read that out loud because that's your privacy. Even though you did say it on a public stream. But yeah, no. A lot of streams have ignored D20 Live as a whole, and I don't know why. And I have been ghosted by more than a few people who just straight up are like, no.
Thank you.
The other one's still on there, but...
It's fine. I can get that off.
So...
Well, this turn took a fucking turn.
Are you reading it, Dave?
Trying anyway.
Have fun. The first time I read it showed me... Why does the robot have a mustache? How is the mini plug candy today?
No mini plug candy today. We ate it already.
I finally had one.
And Mike died.
I did die. You can see that on the last scrap check. Which is sad since you guys are like the only game in Canada right now. Then keep talking about us. When you hear the conversation about controversy come up, just say, you know who the one group of guys are? The one group of people who have never, ever gotten controversy and they've always been honest and upfront? Say our name. A few of you are, though, on Twitter, and it's like, what's a good stream out there? It's like, you guys have to check out D20 Live, which is lovely, and thank you very much. But yeah. Because we're kind of chill. And the thing is, the real fun advantage is when I say shit, I have people that tell me that I'm wrong. I have mentioned you guys. Oh, thank you, Shadow Crone. It's not just that we're the only game in Canada. We're quickly becoming one of the few tabletop streaming guys left that do outside networking anymore.
Because of my diabetes, I have a drawer for the mini plug candy ready to murder someone with.
I sadly had to put it Gaga because my watch list is huge. Just reading the D20 Live is love. Ah. The other one is on Vancouver Island. Huh. But yeah. Keep spreading the word about us. That's how we grow. Okay. Do people want to see my fucking unicorn?
Versus my new Gundam.
Are we doing that? Loading Ready Run does it too. Oh yeah, Loading Ready Run does. Yeah. There's apparently, I don't know how, but apparently people at Loading Ready Run remember me and not positively for some reason, even though... Okay, so we were part of the same... They showed up at Con Bravo, and a couple of the guys that were there are guys that I knew when they were still in the 404s. And they're like, they just turned away from me, and when they saw me, I'm like... And this is after I had left the 404s too, and I'm like, what? What? I wasn't part of that. Any of that, but... I wish I knew why some people didn't like me.
I know why people don't like me.
Why?
They're friends with my ex.
Oh, well, yeah. Why are D&D streams dying? I've mentioned want to see crazy systems, great storylines, Christy Emerald's mission angles go to D20. Thank you. Well, because here's the problem. What a lot of I'm not going to name specific name streams because I'm not going to be an asshole. But what was happening was two things were happening. You would have these streams that would do 24-hour schedules, 7 days a week. They were streaming 24/7, right? Which you guys know I don't do. And I won't do because my staff are all volunteers. They give me their good time.
They have lives.
They have lives. If I abused that, this show would not last. And I couldn't look myself in the mirror. So whenever people have said, I can't do it, I'm like, cool, that's it. And I try to be like, well, you are an important part of this. I want you to feel like you matter. And I try to be positive about getting them back in, right? Barring something catastrophic. Dave, please correct me if I haven't done that.
Mm-hmm. No,
You're busy reading, right?
it's so bad.
Okay. I'm like, it's like, Dave is either quiet because he doesn't want to be honest or he's reading the bad fan fiction. Which is it, Dave?
I was reading the thing, but what were you saying?
I'm explaining why a bunch of tabletop streams are dying.
Oh.
He wanted to make sure that we've been accommodating.
Yes, we have.
But what had happened was a lot of these guys were going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, that's a dedicated schedule. Spoilers, there might be werewolves. And it's not a viable way, one, to produce content, two, to produce content that has an ongoing story. But they were making like season blocks and making sure they have no dead time. Why any tabletop stream would go up against Thursday night, would play on a Thursday night, baffles me. Because why in the name of God would you want to go up against Critical Role? But that's an argument for another time. Especially if it's a 5e stream.
They stream 24 hours? How? Some of them would play multiple games during the day.
Yeah.
So they would just have, like, people come in. They would do, like, an hour break and then come back again.
Yeah.
But it was like, they're not stopping.
And some of them would do, like, 24-hour tabletop games to raise money for their own show. And it's like, why are you doing this? This isn't sustainable. Yeah, and the narrative isn't sustainable either. But it would be from like 9 to 9. Sorry, not 24/7, but 9 to 9, 7 days, 6 to 7 days a week. Streams, like 3-hour streams. So, here's the thing. A lot of people were volunteering for these jobs, right? Now, some people, of course, get through, punch through, and they're like, oh, I'm going to turn this into a career and move on. Not everyone has the same odds. So what do? Well, you stay a volunteer. Yeah, some people do marathon streams to help charities. Here's the thing. I'm not talking about marathon streams for charities. I'm talking about marathon streams to fundraise for your own fucking stream. And I saw people do that.
This sounds unhealthy to anyone with mental health. Yep. Yeah.
But they would do this non-fucking stop. And, they would keep bringing people in, and it was like, oh, well, you know. And they kept doing it and doing it and doing it. Turns out none of the people they brought in, even on an ongoing basis, ever got fucking paid. despite being a 24/7, we need this money to pay people kind of thing. They were not average, because they weren't saying this is operational costs, everyone's a volunteer, which D20 Live has always said all money goes to operational costs, because we're not stupid. Not to toot a horn, but...
No, it's just what we've done.
Yeah, because it's, preventative. So you have a bunch of people volunteering to make money for a network that ultimately financially was not paying back out to any talent that was making the network bigger. So I think we can all guess how that escalated. So a couple of them, and I hear more are dropping like flies, because at a certain point, you basically have a very elitist network of exploitation that you've set up at that point, regardless of your intentions or not, right? So a bunch of people in the last month have openly been like, no, this person treats me like cattle, has bullied me into this, because you have to be sustainable because your name keeps going up the roster, right? Your name, the name of the stream keeps going up in the ranks, right? And they start getting deals with promotion deals with fucking major publishers and shit, right? It's like, oh, we gotta look professional, we gotta be professional and all this shit. So you start pressuring your talent, who is unpaid, by the way, and you can't do that, because otherwise you're gonna your talent's gonna be like, look, pay me and I'll be better, right? And sure enough, they're starting to shutter their doors now, to the surprise of literally nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the D20 Live team hears me apologize every other week.
You have to tell them to stop.
I'm like, guys, I'm sorry if I haven't communicated effectively. Mike, your back was out for a month. Please.
Mike, your back exploded. You don't have to.
Well, I do apologize to you guys because you're worth apologizing to. You're my people and you're my team. And I won't ever not be accountable. I stopped watching other RPG stuff. It was 5e after 5e. Yeah, and there was the 5e flood because everyone was playing 5e. I stopped watching... I like variations, yeah. Not only that, but it lurked on some other RPG streams, and their formatting is bad in a lot, too. Well, it's just because they were doing 3-4 hour blocks, right? And I'm like, just because Critical Role can succeed at doing it, and we've had this discussion at length, doesn't mean every stream should. If you're going to do micro sessions, then do micro sessions and just have fun. But, yeah, it was the only way they could find to be sustainable, to actually generate money, but to be that successful, they had to exploit a good portion of their user base. And these are people that had big fucking names supporting them, too. I can say without a shadow, I can say the names of some streamers and who... Fuck it. Some of these were people who had Critical Role on their charity events and major tabletop streams. Like, Critical Role staff would show up to these things. And these guys have now shuttered their doors. Yeah. But it's like, it's not sustainable at that level. So don't do it. You know?
Come on.
You okay?
It won't go through.
You want me to take a look at it? How about this? I'll work on this while you go get the kits. It is through.
No.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's all hard plastic. God, babe.
Right, and I'm concerned that I'm putting it in the wrong way. Right, but I know I'm not, because that's the front.
Critical Role has a budget from Geek and Sundry. Not anymore. They left Geek and Sundry. But they were able to make their own money off of that, but because they now have, god damn, babe, I'm so sorry. I can't really move it down. It looks like it's supposed to go that way.
Just give it to me. It's okay. You can go get the things.
Yeah. Like, I would say that when I watched, the longest was the Team 4 Star's 5e long game as they had fun with their characters. Yeah. It was Team 4 Star, for God's sakes. That was an established brand. But, like, all these groups that were doing, who were like, we're this, and now we're doing a 5e game, because everyone was, they've stopped. Because it wasn't fucking sustainable. Unless you're really willing to craft a narrative. And no one was. Who here misses Titan's Grave besides me? So, who wants to see the good work Sam has done? I do. So this is Sam's start at the new Gundam. Dave?
Yeah.
Trying to get it right. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just amazing work? And to just see how posable it is. Look at that.
Holy.
You're not showing it on
I know.
camera.
Look at that. Look at its knee posability. This is the new Gundam.
Is that double jointed?
Yeah.
Triple jointed.
Triple. Ooh.
It's so good, dude. I really recommend picking this up. And I haven't even built the dumb thing yet. But, yeah, no, it's got a little cockpit and everything. So, the D&D Renaissance is coming into an end thanks to greed. Pretty much. It's a shame, too. But, you know, it's not like some of us saw it coming. Wait, I did.
But yeah, because that was my new Gundam. Mike's been doing the Unicorn Gundam at the exact same time, and he's not as far. Dave.
So, here's my leg.
Oh, yeah.
This is my leg.
He's done one leg.
I have one leg.
Nice.
And here's how much my leg bend. This is the bend of my leg.
Yes, the bend of my leg.
Should I put it in unicorn mode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sit down and do it, because then they can see it. If you try and do it from over there.
Well, no, because I'll just do it off screen, and then I'll think. Mike, when you steal the Gundam from Japan, we also try and take the unicorn as well. I actually do like the unicorn's design, but I've learned to hate it with this model kit.
No, the reason why is because they need to see how long it takes for you to get into unicorn mode.
Oh, I see. Okay,
that is what I was trying to.
I apologize, darling. I misunderstood what you were going with. So this is me trying to turn one leg into unicorn mode. Is the one stream that had Takahata 101 and Gaijin Goomba on it. Is that one still going on?
I don't know.
Are they still doing that one?
I don't even have time to watch all the D20 live streams. It's okay.
That's all right.
Do it slowly.
Take your time.
We're not
Now,
going
Mike,
anywhere.
you also are going to get the Banshee as well? No.
Oh, I might get the Banshee just because of the fact that I think... Because first off, to give him a little bit of a break.
Thank you.
Second off, because I actually do like the Banshee.
Are you going to get the green Banshee or the yellow Banshee, though?
Ooh, it's a good choice. I don't know.
That one is still going. Okay. No, there it is. I gotta tell you, Shadowkern, you've upsold Fantasy Age so much. You've got me curious about it.
Gaijin Goomba is a cursed name in my circle of friends for some reason.
Why? He's fine. I like Gaijin. He's always been really cool to me.
We tried to network with him. Unfortunately,
he was having a bad year.
He was having a bad year.
Poor guy.
When he came to Com Bravo.
That was a rough year for the guy.
By the way, what I'm doing right now is I'm doing invisible Volfog, because he has clear.
Calm down, you motherfucker.
This is Mike still trying to turn his unicorn Gundam into...
Just pull down this tab, and the unicorn will go into destroy mode.
It does not.
It does not. You have to take the fucking backplate off to do it without bending the damn thing. Okay. Come on.
I mostly watch you guys and sometimes ELH MK1 because I like Star Trek.
That's fair.
Last time I talked to Goomba, he's active. I'd love to double check if he's on the channel you're talking about, Mike.
Okay. So that's most of the way... Hang on. There we go. That's most of the way into destroy mode. If you can see it all. There's more I have to do. Okay. But yeah, no, it's lovely. It's lovely, but it's
Which
just...
version, Sam? The first one with the giant punch glove or the Norn? I don't know. That's the problem. I have to figure it out. The one thing I never got about Crit Role is who has the time for all of that. Like, they do 2 or 3 hour streams a week, and their sessions are like several hundred episodes.
Yeah, that's been my biggest argument for the longest time. Was like, why D20 Live doesn't go into a longer series was because, and did the long game the way we do, was because, just fuck it. I want people to be able to watch D20 Live. Like, people have gone through the entire marathon, the entire D20 Live continuity in like a month, and during this isolation, and it's like it was built for that.
By the way, what was this guy's name again?
Wandering Sage.
Wandering Sage. Hi. We know you watch this post stream.
They're making their way through. They said the thing was I said hi. We said hi the last craft stream,
Yeah.
and they showed up on Discord. It's like, are you guys upset with me?
No.
They were like, no. You're doing great. I'm sorry. And they're so polite on the Discord. I'm like, why are you apologizing when we were just happy that you're on our thing?
They do 1 4-hour stream and smaller hour streams the other days.
But like, my thing, if I can talk about Critical Role, and this is a question everyone needs to ask, is what's going to happen when the animated series comes through and it does way better metrics than their normal shows? Are they just going to switch to an animated series that they write? That's a $10 million question.
That's insane.
Yeah, I can marathon each session of the Tribe long games easily. I could do that with... Can I do that with Critical Role? Yes and no. There's plenty of people that can't go outside that love watching them. Yeah, there are. And more power to the people who can. But, like, that's the thing that's kind of kept me going. When everyone praises Critical Role, I go, really? That many hours?
Some people have the time to kill.
Oh, I believe that. We were in isolation, right?
No, even before then.
I know. Deep plate.
Streams are like generally, like streams in general likely will cut down the amount of online soon. I think TV is starting to recover shows, and sports are, for example, so much less going online from their sources. The problem also with Crit Role is also the fanboys of it. But that's the fandom thing of anything, because if you notice, fandoms of things tend to get crazy.
Yeah.
Because
I catch you guys being assholes, though. You're gonna catch it. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm having trouble watching the D20 live streams I want to watch.
The face.
Which streams are you trying to watch, Tardy Fan?
Yeah, let us know.
Well, no, because like they're having trouble watching the ones that they want to watch. Is it because of the fact that they come so far away? I'm dead then. Is Common King.
Mike, I can type up the Shadow Crown. Look, just pick a day. Hopefully before my isolation ends, because it looks like I'm going back to work soon. I did not pay attention to what piece I clipped out. So I was really talking. And take me through it, man.
Alright, you guys seen Kate Baker made a third-party Eberron book from Cobalt Press calling Exploring Eberron, giving all the lore, including the Eberron multiverse? Fans are the worst part of a fandom. It depends, because you guys are cool.
You guys are actually pretty cool. Like, I'm really happy for how the D20 Live fan base has turned out. It kind of sucks we can't have a reasonable discussion about politics.
Oh no, it's a time thing. Okay.
It kind of sucks we can't have like a reasonable political discussion on the Discord.
But that's just because everything's
some
really
shit, like really reactive responses to it, right?
not shit, but like it's the problem is that it just everything's really hot right now.
Yeah.
So it's a little difficult to have a calm conversation about politics.
So, and I don't want to. And here's the thing too. I know a few of you don't share the same beliefs that I do, right?
Which is fine. Everyone's allowed
Here's
their
my
opinion.
thing. Here's my belief as an artist, okay? I would rather change your mind with my artistic work than shun you as my fan. Okay? As long as you are polite and respect the opinions of others. If you don't do that, there's the door, don't let it hit you on the way out, right? But you're a fan of my work, which means something in my work resonates with you. And my work is very critical of some things, and you see me make commentary about these things. So,
I'm a fan of Critical Role in D20 Live, but I'm never a fanboy. There's a difference where a fanboy goes as far as its worship.
yeah, I don't want anyone worshiping me, not for 1 second.
Well, I mean,
I'd like to always be mentioned in the conversation. That's as far as I'd go.
No.
All right, stop it, you two. Stop.
What was that you said? Dave Sen was whispering in my ear.
Say, stop it, you two. Stop it. We're on stream.
Just whispering something tender and loving to the man she loves.
I'm surprised you guys haven't gotten more X-channel awesome people to join your game. I actually know.
We know one person.
I know one person that I would love to grab, but unfortunately, he's
I tried to do a collab with Lehman, and that did not happen.
He's really busy, unfortunately, and that's Nick from Bargain Boy.
Yeah.
Because he and I are actually friends. He's a good kid too. I like him a lot.
Plus, I don't want to tap, because here's the thing. I don't like going to people and saying, I need to talk to you so I can talk to the friend you have who's also famous. Right? That doesn't sit well with me as a person. Like, because I'll be honest, Linkara probably knows most of the people I would ever want to network with. But if I pursue that friendship only to the point of what it gets me, that lacks honor.
Why do I have a rash?
I refuse to support Critical Role cartoon because they seem to be changing their history with PC character Tiberius and what happened between CR and Orion Akaba. I've heard about this guy, and everyone keeps saying that they tried to do the best they could with that guy. Here's my thing. I'm amazed to this day. These people all live in LA, and absolutely no one has brought on Crispin Freeman onto that game as anything. Because holy shit, if I lived and had networking of any kind with Crispin Freeman, I would be calling him every day saying, so you want to try tabletop now? Because I fucking love Crispin Freeman and he's genius, and I would have him in there because he would, for a long form game, because he would fucking elevate my game so high with what he knows.
Leads to a weird situation like how I was able to join Angoria 2, but only watch Angoria 1 yesterday.
Yeah. I'm glad people like Angoria. I put a lot of work into that. I love that world. It's my fantasy world. It's like what makes your fantasy world special, Mike? Well, everything kind of sucks. Like a lot? No, just enough. Like the government's not horrible, but it could be better. There are villains, but they're in their place. You don't have to fight them. And what about monsters? Oh, are they trying to kill you? Do they have reasons? Oh, justified. They have no infrastructure. What about Stephen Bloom? Oh, that's right, Stephen Bloom does. Oh, well, because... Yeah, Stephen Bloom. Fuck it. Stephen Bloom, Chris Sabat, Crispin Freeman, and to have a lady on a stream... I need a female voice actor who plays tabletop.
I know who you'd like to get.
Who?
Fuck, what's her name? It was part of your celebrity dream list.
Oh, you mean Judi Dench?
Yes, that's the one.
She's not a voice actor, though.
But she's Judi fucking Dench.
I know. But Judi Dench would DM.
Also, Mike Zaphod Beeblebrox for president. Ban me if you disagree.
I do disagree. I'm not going to ban you, but I do disagree. Having seen his presidential offerings.
Who?
Zaphod Beeblebrox.
It's a reference from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Kanye's 2020 bid.
No.
That's on fire.
Well, to be fair, his wife did come out and say, "Hi guys, my husband's bipolar, and it's
Please calm down.
calm down. He does this shit. He doesn't mean harm. It's just a thing. We're doing the best we can." And it was like oh, okay. And it's like, yeah. What about Claudia Black? I'm not familiar with her.
Ooh, Claudia Black. She was in what was it? She was in Farscape and the later seasons of Stargate SG-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Claudia Black. She has the long black hair.
Well, that defines brunettes, but okay.
I mean, well, in those two shows.
Fuck Kanye, throw the ears. Okay. She's the voice actress for Morgan in Dragon Age. Oh, okay. That would be more for you.
Morgan.
Morgan. I said Morgan.
You said Morgan.
I said Morgan.
I said Morgana.
I did that. I corrected myself after that one.
But she also did some voice acting for like one of the Destiny vendors.
Okay.
If I liked Morgan, it would be more of a thing. But I don't quite like Morgan.
What, you don't like a goth witch chick?
That's technically dead, but has rockin' boobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down. Everyone wants a big titty goth girlfriend.
I love you.
You too. It's not sexist, it's empowerment. I'm acknowledging.
Oh.
What
Hey,
happened?
are we gonna have a goth night?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
It snapped in half.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, baby. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh.
Let me see.
It snapped in half.
I know, I'm just seeing if I can fix it. Okay, we can fix this. We can fix this, okay? We need,
I give up.
Give up?
Don't give up.
You've come so far,
Get rid
though.
of it.
Okay, I think we can fix this, okay? Do you trust me to try and fix it?
Sure.
Okay. Wow, this is all hard, merciless plastic. Okay, I'm gonna go and get my Gorilla Glue, okay? Hey. I love you.
I love you too.
Still a little discouraged right now? Okay. Alright. Okay. Let me be right back. Now it's time for Michael of D20 Lab to show his caliber. Oh, fuck.
Good.
I almost stepped on all my sprues. Of them.
Well, that's effectively a spiky landmine.
Are you a singing sword being like? Show his quality. I posted on the Discord about a Fantasy Age one shot if I can get enough people and have fun with it. That's cool. Still kudos for quoting LOTR. Hey, who is the voice actor you guys had for the Attack on Titan game? That was Chris Sabat.
I believe it's Sebo.
Steve Blum, wrong person. I'm really upset. That really discouraged me a lot. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Because it just absolutely snapped in half. And I'm like, oh. Great. Fantastic.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Sam.
It's okay.
But, well, we'll just have to figure out a way to fix it.
I wish I had a soldering iron, because I could probably fix this in 5 seconds by melting it back together.
Plastic doesn't melt together great.
You need a thing to put in between it. So essentially, the Gorilla Glue is going to probably work out better.
Yeah.
Who was the voice actor you guys had for Attack on Titan? Chris Sabat.
I said that already.
Oh, sorry.
I remember Dave using Gorilla Glue gel for his project, and that's what I think I used my base on my minis, including tanks for. What broke Sam? It was the joint for his ankle.
So, Eddie, are you okay? So, Eddie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I thoroughly stand behind Gorilla Glue gel because it stays where you put it, and it dries very fast. Yeah, it's pretty good. It effectively glues all materials.
Why'd you lick it?
Because it needs water to activate.
Why couldn't you just use water?
Because I'm a speed demon.
Go, Speed Racer, go!
It's also why I work with metal figs. I can bend them back if this much of a shoe. I also found out that the Deep Magic 5e is now on Fantasy Grounds. I've never had a piece just snap in half like that.
It's heartbreaking. I had it happen on the arm of a Kero Gunso figure.
Bye, John. I guess he had to go. Here comes Speed Racer.
And his chimp pal. And a monkey. Well, we're 2 minutes to 5.
Yep.
There you go.
Let's see if I can perform a miracle, everyone.
He's going over the cliff. Ah!
Don't make me laugh, guys.
Deploy the parachute. Maybe the piston legs. Or
Everybody have a good stream, Sam. Hope you and Mike can fix it. Come on, Mike, show her.
Okay, I need water.
That's what I was saying.
I was trying. Okay.
Come on, Mike, show her your quality. He's off
show
flying.
your father as a man with glue.
There we go. Cool. Now, God willing, this won't stick to my table.
Oh, it's gonna stick to you.
That's fine. I can live with that. For
What
love,
time is the test stream, by the way? We don't know yet. It'll probably be at some point during tonight.
Probably around 7-ish.
Probably around 7. Well, yeah, around 7. I might be playing a little bit of Animal Crossing because I need to do a thing. But 20th century rifles tend to bend as much as muskets as they are shorter.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17.
Much less, I should say. This past week, I added it to a playlist and converted another to Spotify.
I wish I had super glue.
Don't you?
I have Gorilla Glue, which is their normal Gorilla Glue, not the super glue for Gorilla Glue.
Oh, you have like original recipe.
Gorilla Glue, yeah, which needs water to activate, and it's not activating properly.
You know, I've never used that original Gorilla Glue.
It's
I
a
thought you
pain.
had the other one, which was in the jar.
Let me go check. I love you.
Love you too. Just leave it, it's fine. It's already broken.
I will fix it! I am filled with great determination, and I don't give up. If I did, D20 Live wouldn't be here.
Unless they are AT rifles, those are long and thin. I love forged and fire. It will kill. It foams up with the original Gorilla Gun. I hated it for prop making, but damn it, strong. Could the Mach 5 actually work in real life?
No. Those people would have died of G-forces.
Sadness.
Imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute savings. What a great deal. What a great find. Look at these jeans. Damn, I look sexy as hell.
By Chrome. I'm gonna go take a nap before I fall asleep in my chair again. Last time it happened, I disappeared neck pain for 2 days. Oh, Rusty, go sleep.
Yeah, Rusty. Stream's almost over. Go sleep.
Okay, so the Gorilla Glue I have takes 2 hours to cure, which isn't going to work for us.
Which one? The
one I have on the table right now.
I see.
So
I thought you had the other one that had the green cap and was in the bottle.
oh, look, I throw it out.
That did?
Yeah.
Mm.
I think. Let me check again. I can't.
Because I thought it was on the table back there.
Here?
Yeah.
There's wood glue here.
Also, it's 5:04.
Okay, well, I'm trying to find the glue.
So Curse of Strahd is getting a revamped box set. It also includes a Tarot Cadet.
Yeah, I heard everyone complaining about it. Because they're like, it's going to get social justice away. I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
It's okay if you can't find it, then.
Okay, well, I know where. Okay. 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 Well, tell you what, babe. I got a week to fix it, right?
A week.
Longer than that, but I can fix it. Right? Let me wipe this off. It's starting to get sticky too, that's the thing. Is Dave still here?
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Oh.
So I'm going to wipe off the excess, the glue that's on here, right? And we'll see if we can fix it after the stream, okay? I love you.
Me too.
However, okay, I do want to make sure this is sanded though, because I'm not going to remember it by next time. Really quickly.
Not worth fixing full fog, just burn the house down. Iconic phase. Curse of Strahd getting a revamp. Yeah, no proof at all. I'm overtired.
Well, you guys can start filing out if you like. I am going to just finish polishing this piece. And fingers are sticky. Gorilla glue.
I mean, I'd suggest putting the two pieces together on a piece of wax paper and then putting the glue on top.
That is a perfectly valid idea, Dave. The problem is I have no wax paper.
Ah. I'll bet the upstairs neighbor does.
She does not.
She actually does.
Oh, okay.
She does?
Maybe parchment?
Then we'll ask.
Yeah, it's just thought.
We'll ask.
And if you need like reinforcements, you can cut up sewing needles with wire cutters and incorporate them inside inner seams. You don't have to drill anything out.
It's a tiny ass piece, guys. I'm not hopeful for this getting fixed.
I am.
Yes, he is.
You need to polish your piece there. Just check my phone. My mom's staying over at the verbal abuse. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, on that note, you okay to call it a night?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You know I'm gonna fix it for you, right?
I love you.
Love you too. 'Cause I can be your hero, baby.
How can take away your
It's awesome. We just have to go to the Walmart and get a fucking super glue, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay. But first, we gotta put stuff away, right? So, it is time for us to call this stream to an end. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We are going to clean up and go get ourselves some dinner. This has been Big Mike. This is Sam. That's Dave.
Hello.
We will see you next week for the week before stream, where Sam will be playing more Super Robot Wars V. And see you next